Let's do this. We're recording. All right. This is the trial arc, session 4, the cabin in the woods by the lake. Do we need a refresher for last time? Does everyone remember it kind of well, or?
Sure. Let's just do a brief.
Let's just do a refresher. So you met with Jeff, who you found out is in a former druid, now warlock, something like that, in a long line of Jeffs serving the demon, former elemental Vatosh, who has been fighting the Bloodless and Chirzov, the creature outside of time and space from wherever, for many hundreds of years. You got a quick download of the history of Vatosh and Chirzov, about there was a city that fell under the sway of Chirzov, so Vatosh basically glassed it, which is, if you bring up the map for the area.
The Carthink map or the
G13.
Okay. This one?
Yes. Where the Stone Forest is, that used to be a city and a part of the mountain range, but Vatosh glassed it. Jeff and Vatosh gave you guys a bunch of info about like Chirzov, and he wants golden blood, but he doesn't know how or why or what he needs it for. He's just need and want. And he corrupts people with these chalices that are anchors for him to reach into Thukas, and influence people there. He said that when there are usually multiple chalices, but as they get destroyed, the other anchor points become stronger and more powerful and exert their influence in a wider area. And it's all connected to something called the Depthless Decanter of Old Night. Which is like Chirzov's main anchor to this world, and it probably can't be destroyed, and its mental influence is so strong it'll hollow you out and leave nothing left, and he said a bunch of apocalyptic stuff like that.
We're totally mentally prepared for this.
Yes. You got those rings.
We've got 2 rings. We're set. Yeah.
We need some more.
Oh, shit.
Jeff said he and Vatosh basically were retired. They weren't going to get involved anymore. All that got him was getting kicked out of the druids and the elemental organizations and that kind of thing. But if you wanted info, he'd be happy to help with info. But they were both done fighting, because fuck everything.
I think we can get him in.
After that, you guys kind of elected to continue with like the checking on the other towns and stuff. You went over to Crowbury, where you found everything was pretty much okay in Crowbury. There were like 6 strangers that had come into town about a week and a half ago when you got there. They spent the night at a bed and breakfast and then left, 3 of them going towards Wheelbarrow Mine, 3 of them going towards the old road that led to the Stone Forest. You followed the ones to the Stone Forest. You found a small army of Bloodless hanging out in the Stone Forest. I think Bach went and investigated, heard them saying some things about like maybe they were moving further in, and Hamish was ready to start going through the castle.
Do we know who Hamish is, or is that just the name we've
That was a name you've encountered before, when you were down in the little sewers. It was a name in some of the burned up paperwork.
Okay.
After you decided that discretion was the better part of valor and went back to Crowbury, talked to the Colonel Sanders, the warden there. He was like, well, I'm going to call some people, and he sent some telegraphs to notify the wardens of Cusseth, maybe get some military units in the area. You proceeded to follow the path up to the Wheelbarrow Mine. You found a bunch of trespassing signs, and that violators would be prosecuted by the elite law firm of Mason, Matlock and Shore, I think it was.
That sounds right.
Yeah, Mason, Matlock and Shore. And also, like, no one has really ever specified why the mine was closed, but when you guys were up there, it was completely devastated. Like, everything was destroyed. On top of that, you saw 3 bodies in the trespassing area that were probably the Bloodless that had come here. They were smushed, like flattened into the ground. You also saw some fulgurites, which are when electricity fuses like stone and dirt together, but they were quite large. kind of existed in some craters that had been freshly blasted open and that sort of thing.
And we left it up, guys.
Yes,
Okay.
you guys did not violate the trespassing signs.
Yeah, we decided that was for the best.
Yes.
They're not going
Then you went to Lakewood. You came into the aftermath of Bloodless attacking Lakewood, but the attack was fought off partly by townsfolk, but more by weird animals. A bunch of fused hybrid animals. Bears with bird parts, birds with snake heads, that kind of stuff. Weird hybrid fused together animals. There's a big burn pit. You saw a bunch of weird animal skeletons and some Bloodless. You met up with Mary and Opal, who Bubba at the Kitten's Lick in that one town you were at that one time. You had a money order for her because her wife had just died. She said you guys could keep the check. Just go into Tresnay Wood, clean out the lumber camp so they can get some supplies from there. And then maybe investigate where all these fucking weird-ass animals are coming from.
Oh, so that's not common there.
No, that's not. That's completely weird and unnatural. And then she said, watch out for the dragon that lives in the lake. And I think that was where we cut off with you guys heading into the woods. When my stomach decided to say, fuck you. And I needed to go home.
Hopefully you made it home.
And if he didn't, he wasn't going to tell you.
Definitely not while being recorded. So, that's where we are. It is now 7th month, the 3rd of 2024 SKF, PSF, PSF, yes. You guys have been, I think it's been about a month that you've been out here adventuring and whatnot.
Wow, we've bonded so much.
You have. So much bonding. Actually, it's been 7 days. It's been 7 days that you've been out here. A week.
I don't feel
We
as
are
close to you
crushing this campaign.
It's been a week.
Just like those guys up at Wheelbarrow Mines.
Okay, so you were in Lakewood. Marianne Opal gave you the quest. You're following the quest. You guys have headed into the woods, northwestish into Tresnay Wood. If you have your minis, go ahead and set up like a marching order. You're riding your horses at this point.
Which direction are we?
Towards Kevin.
Towards Kevin.
So we're heading toward me?
Yes.
So should we be at that end?
Doesn't matter where you guys are.
Okay.
There, I'll put us in the middle. There you go.
Behind you then.
Some sort. Of course, put me in front.
Physically, I'm there. Spiritually, I'm in down the shoulders.
Okay. So, you guys are on your mounts. You have the boar. Horse. And are you riding on his shoulders?
Can I ride on your
Yeah.
shoulders? Yes.
Okay. All right.
No, he's in one of those little papoose pouches.
Oh, that's right. He's in a papoose. So,
He scratches his head as he tries.
it's the 3rd of 7th month. I forget what time it is. We'll call it early afternoon. You guys head northwestish into Tresnay Wood. It's easy to tell that something, like, you don't need a perception check. We don't need nature checks. Something is off about these woods. It's extremely quiet. Like, the whole place is kind of holding its breath and waiting for the other shoe to drop. It's like a pregnant pause in the air. You follow this wide trail for lumber and wagons deeper into the wood. You're traveling for maybe an hour or two. You see animals, but it's still quiet. There are squirrels with bat wings hanging out in the trees, rabbits with bull's horns, and other mishmashed small game animals that you see. But the weird animals don't call out. They're not doing their thing. They're not particularly afraid of you. They're also not particularly aggressive. Like, none of them are like jumping out of the trees to attack you or anything like that. Your heads are on a swivel. You see, oh, that's a weird squirrel with spider legs. Just kind of stuff like that. Other than that, the wood is kind of okay. The nearby body of water and the shade you're in kind of keep it cooler than the surrounding area. Eventually, you come to a point you can see the lumber camp up ahead. It looks well and truly abandoned. As you're kind of there's no like gate or wall, but there's definite like demarcation where here's the forest, here is the camp, where you can see like trees and stumps have been cut down and stuff. You can see partially loaded wagons, partially stripped down logs. There are groups of sapling that have been prepared to be replanted, but they've like I'm sure you've seen nurseries where they put like a bag or a pot around the root ball. But like you can see like roots have grown out of these like canvas bags that these saplings have been in, so they've been here out for a while. Tools have been left out to rust or buried in logs and stumps. There's a couple cabins, what looks like a blacksmith. There's an empty animal pen for like oxen or something that's been broken down. To investigate anything, you'd have to approach closer, but before we do that, give me an intuition plus perception observation check.
What was it again?
Intuition plus perception observation.
Perception.
That's sort of mental check, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That's a fumble with 0 successes.
2?
2.
You see the ground.
Out of 3.
Out of 3?
Coming up fast.
I've fallen asleep in Nana's bosom.
I got a 2 out of 6.
Okay. You guys have been looking around, keeping an eye on your surroundings, but even with your heads on a swivel, you are completely surprised when a big cat leaps out of the trees, kind of above your heads with a deep like cat yowl, and attacks Bach. Bach is completely aware of it. This is a surprise attack. So, let me
I'm
see if
completely aware?
unaware of it.
Oh, okay. That's what I expected, and I thought I heard aware.
Because you're completely unaware of it, you take 6 hits of damage.
Oh, awesome. Okay, I'm feeling good, guys.
He's dead.
Oh, wow, look at that. That's where my current HP was anyways. Perfect. It's like I left it there on purpose. Got 4 hit points left, guys.
So if you'll get out 3 of the cats.
Kitty, kitty, kitty. That's a huge pussy.
Are these normal cats?
Oh no, I'll describe them momentarily. So one's going to come out of the trees here. One's going to come out of the trees up. Put the displacer beast right there. And then put this one up more by Steve.
Yeah?
A little bit closer.
Oh, okay.
There
Of
we go.
course.
Yeah. Okay. So, 3 of these big cats come out of the woods. I'm going to describe them here if I can find where I am. Okay. So, Bach screams, gets massively savaged, and then the cat kind of lands next to him and Nana. I don't have rules for mounted combat, so we're all just going to assume you conveniently step off your mounts.
Well, we're gonna duck.
So, okay. Where is my... Okay, there it is. All right. The cats that come out of the woods and hit Bach like a ton of bricks are about... They look like cougars. They're about 7 feet long from nose to tail, which is about the average size of a cougar. They're about 3 feet tall at the shoulder. They got the reddish tan fur, white underbelly, but they also have pairs of snakes growing up out of their shoulder blades. You're not 100% sure what kind of snakes, but given the long fangs, probably poisonous.
Yeah, poisonous, guys. Probably poisonous.
You weren't bit by a snake.
Oh,
the
okay,
cat just gored you.
Okay, all right.
That's the next attack.
Yay!
That is the next attack. We're going to learn how poison rules work in skill check. So, go ahead and roll initiative. The cougar snake initiative is 4.
What's initiative again? I already forgot.
It's in the middle, right next to resources.
It should be...
Huh?
It's agility plus intuition.
But it shouldn't just have its
It's
own...
right on the sheet.
Oh,
Okay.
jeez, oh, Pete's. It's giant. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. It's
I'm just blind.
Probably the
So-
third biggest number.
So I rolled a 6, I exploded it, and rolled another one, and I got another 6.
You can either
Keep exploding or
or-
put it in the.
So
Fine.
that would be 1, 2, 3. I think 3. Yeah. I think we're going to need this more than I need the initiative.
I got a 2.
You got a 2,
I got a 3.
got a 3,
I got a 4.
4.
How about 3 initiative?
3.
How?
Exploded.
Double
Steve or Boar,
sixes.
who wants to go
You
first?
can't get 6s.
He can go
It's
first.
it's a mental thing.
Initiative's a mental thing.
It's intuition, your awareness
Oh.
of your surroundings plus your
Well,
agility.
Then 2.
What about the cat?
Oh, so I can't explode 6s?
He's
you
got a
don't-
flaw.
I've got a
Oh,
He's got a flaw.
I didn't realize initiative was mental.
So what is it?
2.
You want to go before me or after?
Don't matter to me.
Have Steve go before me.
Do I want me to die first?
So
At least I get my first attack.
put the cats after Steve, after Boar, after Nana.
Oh, separate them.
Yeah.
Is one cat meaner than the others?
No.
He's dead.
All right. Okay. So, all right. Got initiative. I've got their stats. All right, Steve, you're up. You got 3 cats.
Do I see all 3 or just?
Yeah,
okay.
the one did the ambush attack, and then the other 2 kind of leapt out to follow.
Okay. So what is my shooting ability again? That's what, strength plus. No, right. Yeah,
Are you shooting or stabbing?
shooting.
Agility,
Agility.
plus.
Agility. Yeah.
Light.
So I got 3. I need to lay these out. And 6.
That's 11 total.
Yeah. Plus, yeah, 2 more for shoot. Alright. I want to shoot the cat in front of me,
Okay.
because I'm kind of facing that way anyway.
Yeah. I should probably roll things.
There you go.
I'm just going to roll one of these. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What'd you get?
6.
6. I got 5. He takes 1 damage.
Then I'll shoot at it again.
Was I able to use my agility toward throwing daggers? I can't remember.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 versus 4. Alright, he's taking a couple hits. He's mad.
He's a mean.
He's a mean guy.
Oh.
So I'm gonna say
And I run.
if you can move that cat there, that's nearest you, Steve.
Yep.
Up to you. He's gonna spend his first action to jump up at you. And then he is going to hit you with. He's gonna attack you with his snake head.
And that's agility, defense.
Yes. Your agility plus defense dodge. And I just lost a yellow die. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. 8.
Hold on.
Damn!
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What do you got?
And I gotta roll 4 more because I got 4
Do it.
sixes.
He just rolled a shit ton of 6s too.
So I got 6, 7.
7, 8 versus 7.
So 1 damage.
So 1 damage.
Hey. You mitigated a lot of that there.
Yeah.
I was like,
Damn, Bach would be dead. Just gonna straight up point that out.
All right. 4.
My turn?
Yeah.
Cool. I guess I'll slice a little bit of my skin and shoot at the one that's directly in front of Steve.
Okay.
shooting is ability to ability.
Jesus Christ, these things are tough.
I keep getting 6s.
Check his dice, make sure they're not weighted.
He baked them all before
7.
us.
7. He got 8.
Okay. I will do that again.
Do it again.
He does damage to you. This one looks worse.
3. I only got 3.
Yeah, that seems better.
That's a better roll there, Austin. You're probably going to drop that kitty.
I'm not sure. We'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Alright. Versus 3, so he takes 4 flaming blood. Okay. Alright, he is looking pretty brutalized.
Next kitty.
Next kitty. If Bach is in a papoose, was Bach in a papoose? Yes or no?
I don't think I actually ride a papoose.
Okay.
Just kind of on his shoulders.
Out of shoulders? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to say that you are on the ground then. He is going to lash at you with a snake.
Excellent.
He's going to maul you.
Excellent.
This is the displacer beast next to you.
Yep.
So, snake versus agility dodge.
He's an albino.
He's not only albino, he's see-through.
So, and then I get to have my defense to that too, right?
Yep, defense dodge.
Oh yeah, baby.
That's good. That's good. 6.
6. He got 4.
Woo! I'm awake now.
Okay. And their venom doesn't come into effect unless they actually deal damage, so you're good there.
All right, yeah, I want to learn about that.
But he's gonna bite at you.
Okay.
Try to grab you by the neck and snap your neck.
Nice.
2, 3, 4, 5.
6.
6. 5 versus 6. No effect.
Really glad I pumped dodge up twice. And I would have
I
been
thought
hit both
about it.
times if I didn't.
I thought about it myself too.
All right, Anna, you're up.
Okay.
Crush
Bad
that
kitty.
Crush that bad kitty.
I'm very one-trick pony on that guy.
Jesus.
I do love the handfuls of dice roll.
I mean, I'm rolling 14 every time.
That's awesome.
But I also
trying to
have
get
2
you.
defense, so...
You know, give and take. So when you roll, it's like
Yeah.
2.
Actually, that's what I thought about doing is finding like mini bags and like preset my dice already.
Oh, that'd be
Got
cool.
6.
Yeah.
You clobber that kitty, deal some damage.
I'm gonna do it again.
Do it again.
I call him George. See, that's one thing I like to get with you too. I don't know how you come up with it. Cause I always wanted to, now that my kid's older, maybe do some D&D. But I don't know how you prepare for monsters.
Lots of good shit.
Yeah, there's a lot
Especially like you on the third, like 5th edition, which I'd recommend because you're
That'd
more
be the
versed in
easiest.
5th edition. There's a lot of good like
5
starter
more
stuff.
versus
Just
my
kinda, like, read through the
4.
book
So
and,
1 more
like, it
damage.
has all the
Give
encounters
you
set up and everything.
starter.
I bought one
And I would
bought
like
one
to
of the
declare,
Essential starter kit.
Bach
Yeah,
is
that's a good
coming
That's
again.
one where you go...
Excellent.
Because it's
Excellent.
hurting.
Whatever.
Excellent.
Pretty good.
This kitty up by Steven is going to use his reaction to make a run movement. So put him 14 inches that way.
14 inches. That's that plus 2. So about there, sure.
That's 12, right?
Well, plus I
Oh,
got
that-
about 2 inches there.
That cougar snake is hissing and spitting and screaming and rolling around trying to put out the fire that is covering it.
Oh, good move! Good move! They're weak to fire!
Wait, what that one is?
Yeah, the one you burned.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Oh, yes!
So do I get like a reaction when he'd leave it or no?
If you want to use a reaction to take an action from your next turn, you can.
Oh, I didn't know how that worked. I just didn't remember. I don't think
Yeah,
we had that opportunity
You,
yet
you
to
can
do
take an
that.
extra action at any time. You just have to use it from your next turn, and
Okay.
it has a like a 2 or 3 dice penalty to it.
So
whatever you roll.
wouldn't that be what that first cat did? Because there's that cat too. I don't know if you can see that one. Did you miss that one?
No, that one
Okay.
I see it.
Okay.
That one goes after me.
That one goes after Nana.
Yeah, that one
Right.
goes-
Nana just went,
Yep.
did damage to the displacer beast, and then that cat ran away.
Yeah, no, that cat up there ran away as a
Reaction.
reaction.
You were right. Okay, I heard you say reaction. Now I understand.
I shouldn't have got these guys out because now they're in there.
Just set them down on me.
You didn't even come here, too.
My little fuckboy mother clowns.
No, you're gonna give them away from somehow I feel like they're gonna come out down here.
Right?
Just wait.
We're not done yet.
Okay, so this last cat, its first action is going to be to move up towards Nana. It's going to lash out with a snake.
With my... If I come and get them, do I get those extra 2 on top
Yeah.
of the 14, or...
Yes.
Okay.
Um,
I'm wondering if I can go over with that or not.
no, because you'd have to push yourself and take 1 hit point of damage.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Of course. Magical attacks, right? They're magical animals, so I mean it only makes sense.
I got 5.
You got 5. That was 7. Okay, so you take 2 damage. That's just regular piercing damage. Okay, how does poison work? That's a good question, Clint. Maybe you should have researched that before right now. Where are the poison rules? Other odds and ends.
I forgot. I got a +1 for shooting yet. For my gun.
Oh yeah.
Technically, I got 1 more. Right. 3, 9, 12.
Okay, alright. So, the first thing that happens is you take 1 poison damage.
Is that just damage?
Actually, the first thing that happens is you make a health plus resist toughness roll. Sorry, I should have been clear.
So there's a chance to negate it completely.
Is it supernatural?
No. It's just regular old snake venom.
Had ass.
Oh my god.
You guys suck out the poison?
How many do I need?
It's difficulty of 5.
Well, I rolled 5.
Alright, so
Put
you
3 in there.
put 3 in there. So,
Dang!
so
I would like to...
poisons are kind of complex. They have a couple different stats. How strong they are, how fast they act, how virulent the venom is, or how toxic the venom is. This is a fairly basic poison, so all you have to do is succeed 5
Successes.
and it's gone. So the strength acts as like a timer for it, as well as your difficulty roll to resist it. This is a fast-acting poison, so it goes round to round rather than like over the course of hours. It's also normal strength. There are weak poisons, and the difficulty of resisting weak poisons gets easier the more you resist them. Virulent toxins are the opposite. If you fail to resist, it gets harder to resist them. It's a bunch of stuff we don't really need to really get into, but nothing happens. And this is a pretty basic poison, so even if you failed your resist roll, it would have done 1 necrotic damage to you. That's it. So,
Okay, I would like to use my reaction to bite the snake back.
do it. You get there is a -2 penalty to your dice pool for that, but that wouldn't amount to anything because you.
But
have
I give the bonus too.
Yeah, you're fine. Or is it minus? It's -3. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
I got 7.
Whatever. Doesn't matter.
7 versus 2, 4, 5.
2 damage. The snake is dead, but the tiger still pissed.
It was 7. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. 5, 6 is.
Well, snake goes to bite Nana, and Nana bites it back.
Yeah.
Nana, the snake bites, and then Nana bites, and it's messed up. That brings us to Bach, excuse me.
Bach is going to shadow jump into
Oh, I
the
hit
top of
2
that
more
tree
on
right there.
resist,
He's
too.
really not wanting to get bit anymore.
Like, fuck this.
Gonna do that.
Perfect.
And then he's gonna chuck a dagger at you.
Right on.
Which one?
The one that bit me. I do not like that cat.
The one I
Those
punched
Laserbeaks.
twice.
Holy shit!
Baby.
He did well.
How the
So did I.
Oh, what the hell is that? If you're playing Yahtzee right now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 6s.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 6s. We matched on. I guess I gotta roll all 5 of them.
Yeah, because
Do it.
you're gonna have to.
8.
Oh, what the hell?
I think you got it, yeah, but
Oh no, I got 6 6s.
Yeah, I couldn't get another one.
What the hell?
He's rolling hot.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 successes.
Well, an 8 fails somehow.
Use the hero die.
I actually probably ran into the cap there.
no,
I thought
well,
6s didn't have a cap.
I'd say 6s don't.
Okay.
I think that makes it fun.
Yeah,
because if you're at roll
otherwise you
14
wouldn't explode a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Because, like, if I'm fighting and I'm rolling 6s, then it's like,
I got 11 hits.
Boxes, what are these things made?
That dagger
Take
comes
the
flying, the
dice.
snake whips and just knocks it aside like it's nothing.
after Nana just bit the other one.
Yeah, no shit.
So that's your 2 actions.
Yep.
Anything else?
Nope.
All right, we're back at the top it with Steve.
I want to turn and I'll shoot that.
So, Steve, you made 2 attacks with your gun last time, right?
Yep.
You
Oh,
could
yeah.
have used your dual wielding edgelord. Do you have 2 guns? No, you don't.
No, I only have. Well, yeah, I do have 2 guns now.
Yeah, because he picked up
Yeah,
that
you
one
do.
guy.
I
Okay.
forgot to roll an extra dice for the other one. So.
Okay. So what you can do is, so you have 3 in agility, and then your fight is 6 for 9. Your shoot is 2. That's 11. You could make.
Well, one gun's +1 too.
You could roll like. Oh, but that would run into the dice cap too. It's never mind. That doesn't work. I gotta work on the dual wielding stuff. Just make your regular attacks. 'Cause
Okay, no, that's fine.
if you combine them to use dual wielding edgelord, it runs into the dice cap. I gotta work on that.
So I'm gonna
You
turn.
might want to make it so traits let us go back past the dice
Yeah.
cap.
Because I don't want to eliminate the dice cap, because then you can get real crazy. Because if we
Well,
ignore
the-
the dice cap, he can roll 18 dice with dual wielding edgelord.
Well, the thing is, maybe dice cap for regular, and then maybe 1.5 times for using traits.
Or something like that. You could take both actions instead of one action.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. It's your.
Because
I gotta figure out something. But
Hang on here. I got.
roll your
3.
first
I bet
attack.
5th edition has a rule for that.
I bet you 3-5 does too.
It does. You can make an offhand attack as a bonus action. But you don't get your strength bonus. Which cat are you going after?
The one behind me.
Okay.
I got. Hang on here. I got to roll 4 more times.
Jeez.
I got to roll 2 more times.
Hey, you got another one.
Yep.
Note to self: buy chess X mini dice.
I mean, they haven't
I
worked
got
out.
1,
I'm
2,
working on
3,
it for
4,
me.
5,
Do the same
7,
ones?
8.
Okay, I know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I'll go get the
6,
dice
7,
that came
8,
in
9.
those Pirates of the
9?
Caribbean
Yep.
Against my
Four
5, so that's
card
4
game
damage.
thing.
Were those like loaded?
Then
No, they're like this big.
Oh,
shoot at it again.
They came in like a booster pack of Magic cards. That's about the size of the pack they came in.
oh,
With the actual card, the ships, you pop them out and put them together.
oh, that's
And
cool.
then play a 3D game.
I've never seen those.
Yeah, I have them. I still have a set.
I have seen 6mm dice, which are like half the size of these ones. But
Yeah, these
I
are
like
like
the full size chunky.
2mm dice. Oddly, you can still read them. They're black and white,
1, 2,
There you go, that'll work.
5, 6,
and they're not numbered either. They're
7 versus
pips.
5 again. That takes another 2.
I don't know what happened to them all.
Okay.
They're around somewhere.
It's hissing and spitting and has several bullets in it, and it's not happy.
Why won't you die?
Now it's the fire kitty. Fire kitty.
Yeah, the one that's running away.
That's the only reason why I didn't go
So-
after it, because it was like,
This cat uses a reaction.
what was it? That cat next?
This cat is using a reaction,
Oh,
and it's
reaction.
running off into the forest about 14 inches.
Oh, there's a ruler. If you want an actual.
About
pretty
14
close.
inches.
Yeah, good enough.
It's hidden. It's happy.
That cat takes two running actions and is
Gone.
Off the
gone.
board.
On
the
fire.
board.
I smell bear hair.
Starts forest fire.
We burned to death.
So,
Well, we fixed the fire problem.
that cat's reaction.
Fixed a problem.
Yeah, fix it. Yeah. You don't have to worry about the
Brings us
wood.
to Boar. You're up.
So there's only one that I can currently see.
Yes,
That,
that's correct.
True.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll start blasting again.
So anyway. Yeah, thanks.
So anyway, I started blasting.
I like them because, like I said, I need more dice.
Yeah. No, I have a shit ton of those sets.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you.
I think I have 2 of those in that color dice.
Oh
I think
okay.
it's 2 of them, yeah.
I think I might do.
Separate
7.
colors.
7. Got 5
I
on
don't
this
know about
dodge
separate
roll.
colors.
So
I
it
don't like
takes
actually.
2 burning
No, we can
damage. It's not
keep-
happy.
keep-
It's hissing and spitting.
I thought about doing
And I'll
different.
do the same.
Pouches or whatever. Yeah.
So like my shooting, I just grab this and I know what. I know how to count all the
Make a
time.
box.
I don't know, not great.
That, like in Solders or whatever,
Yeah.
you label it. You can label it like defense, this, and then you just grab the dice
Four.
and pull them
You
out
got
and roll them up.
6.
That'd
It
be cool.
manages to
Yeah.
serpentine out of the way to dodge the wad of flaming blood. That brings us to
Kitty, which ran away.
that kit continues to run. It's off the board.
No.
Brings us to Nana.
It's off the board. I don't know if you want to take them off the board.
Yeah, just pull them off.
You're too busy watching. Damn. I think we all should play the lotto today. I think it
I
needs
guess
to
so.
be 1 through 6s.
I only got 4 hits out of 14 dice. I don't think I'm doing well.
I got 10.
That's my turn.
That's right, you use an action.
Mm-hmm. Reacted.
Cat's turn. We gotta do your,
Oh, I do poison again?
health plus,
I didn't just straight up resist it?
yeah. Health plus resist toughness.
3. 9 times.
Boom, boom.
8 and 10.
I do love just the inches. 25 feet. That's how far it was. 6 squares.
Bam. Alright.
Yeah, you can still do the 25 feet. Just divide it. You get move 5 squares.
For sure, but I'm just saying, like, I like there being a correlation.
Yeah.
But I like when you're in the game.
It
portion, I like
tries
to be quicker
to
to
bite
actually
and claw Nana.
execute.
That was way too many dice.
That's why he's been rolling all the high numbers.
Oh, the truth comes out.
Okay.
That's why I've been just re-rolling the ones that failed.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm not rolling as hot. 6.
6. All right, no effect. It tries to take a swipe at you with its big paw. 1, 2, 3. You only got 3.
I got more than 3.
Okay, you're good then.
Ah!
Add 3 more to the tower.
We're in the tower.
Dang.
Well, look at them. Look at them all, guys.
Piling them up.
Alright.
No one should be failing poison.
Throwing a dagger. Is it half or ones or over half fail?
Over half.
It has to be half or more.
Are ones or fail?
Wait, ones.
Ones.
Okay. Alright. I got a 3. I'm assuming that's not going to go
The
through.
likelihood of us failing it with our better skills is pretty thin.
1, 2, 3, yeah. No.
And then I throw another one. This one looks
there.
more promising.
3 ones, but that's not a fumble. 1, 2, 3.
9.
9 versus his 3. You plant a dagger right in his side,
Yes.
which is enough to. Let's see. Okay,
Had a plan too. He was gonna try
Steve.
to run away.
Steve, you're up.
I guess I'll turn and do 2 shots of that.
He missed a die.
Yeah.
Nine.
Jeez, oh, Pete.
They are displacer beasts.
1, 2, 3,
At least
4,
in one
5,
life.
6, 7.
They got 9.
Yeah.
Somehow this angry
I got one more
cat
shot.
dodges.
One more shot.
One more shot.
Oh, it just says, what the fuck?
What do you do? You get
Oh, shit.
I'm averaging about 3 6s per roll.
Easy.
This cat's fucking Neo from the Matrix.
Well, I got 5, so.
I got 8.
Dodging bullets.
Warrior up. Kill this fucking cat.
I'm gonna try, but I haven't been rolling well. I don't even want to look.
Usually it's not too bad.
Jesus Christ.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Do you have a spare dice tray? Maybe it's the fucking felt.
I mean,
I don't think it's the belt.
You can do.
Alright.
I got 8.
Got 2, 4, 6, 7. Alright.
I think it's your cheaty dice.
A little single droplet of burning blood splashes onto the kitty.
And then, because then fire's gonna run away.
Yes, he actually does. He uses a reaction and starts running.
I want to use my reaction. Grab him by the tail.
Do it!
Well, he's got his second shot, too.
So, the cat used a reaction which interrupts his blood blast. He used a reaction which interrupts the cat's running away.
I react to that reaction by going,
But he has a +1 now because he's running.
I did well, so hopefully I can kill this.
Probably not.
as Clint
I know.
gleefully
As soon as I hear
giggles.
the last, I'm like, no, not happening.
He's still rolling over there.
5.
8.
Give me the dice.
Give me the dice!
How many do you want? Yes?
Give me 5 of them.
You want more?
I put more than 6 in.
Here,
Alright.
take 2 more. Take 7. You need 3 more hits.
Does it count for like? Is that 7 HP then that he's losing, or is that?
It's just to
one?
restrain him, probably, so your hit can hit.
No, I'm saying like when you overload your dice, you take.
That's 9.
That's 9. That hits him.
hit-
I grab him by the tail.
Not
Just
when you use the hero pool.
wham.
dice.
Oh, okay.
Right, Clint?
Say that again.
You don't. It doesn't. Like you don't. You're not overburdening yourself when you use hero pool dice.
When you use hero pool dice or 6s, you're not. You're allowed to go over your cap.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I didn't remember what it
Yep.
was.
So does his not...
I have specific rules for grappling, but if you're just
Oh.
trying to hold on to him, are you trying to just
I
hold
was
on
trying
to
to
him or
like
just trying to...
just whack
Okay,
him,
all right.
flip him.
You got how many?
9.
9. I got 2, 4,
said
6. That's 3 damage. He's dead.
Just smush him.
He's over here still rolling.
No, he reaches
Wait,
out,
no,
grabs,
just to
grabs
be
this
safe.
cat,
what it would be,
grabs this
yeah.
cat by the tail, lifts it up, smashes it down just as Boar's blood hits it to incinerate it.
We got one.
I'm not gonna
Good
make
job,
you go
guys,
through the
I
rest
get
of the Poison. It's just at most 3 damage,
Yeah.
so it's not.
They'll probably make it anyways.
Yeah.
With
So yeah, you can take a look at these cat corpses, kind of. This cat corpse, kind of. It's just snakes. Like there's proper musculature and everything, like on the shoulder blades for these snake heads to grow out of it. It's really weird.
can I eat it?
Go ahead.
Oh, that's not as just asking at the party. Can I eat it?
Partially cooked.
It's partially cooked.
I don't know. I never had cats. So. Well, wait a minute. I went to a lot of Chinese places.
That's not where I thought you were going to go.
There's 2 places it could have went.
I picked a good one.
All right.
That was the slightly more family-friendly
Yeah.
one.
It's not like everybody watches this play. Watches.
So, if you guys continue on to the lumber camp, a cursory inspection doesn't reveal much except a family of what appear to be raccoons with bird wings living in the barracks or like sleeping lodge. But they scurry off. They don't seem to want to fight. There are still some supplies, but some of the dry goods have been opened up by whatever the equivalent of rats or mice might be here in this weird wood. It takes like maybe 45 minutes for the wagon to come along behind you. But they eventually get there and the crew starts to load up like dry goods, firewood, that kind of stuff, just like basic supplies for the town. If you wanted to, you could take a couple hours to thoroughly search the lumber camp for anything of interest, or you could start trying to track down the origin of these weird animals.
Before we get going anywhere serious, we should probably heal someone.
That's what I was waiting for a break to
Okay.
do. Yeah.
Bach falls out of the tree.
Grabs the rope on the way down.
And now that I have that healer talent thing, what do I actually need to roll, or do I have to roll
It's just magic. Your magic's.
just my normal?
It's
Some free magics.
it would be health plus blood magic plus life. But you know, there's no cost. You're not expending resources, so we're just gonna
Cool.
hand wave it.
I'm not.
You're good.
I'm 11 out of 12.
Hey,
so-
thanks.
You're good too, I guess.
And yeah, when we have downtime, we could just heal back up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no. If there were time constraints or something like that, I would make you make the rolls. But even if you get fumbles on your rolls to heal, you're not going to do enough damage to actually kill anyone. So.
I'm trying to heal them. You killed them.
Yeah, they rip his arm off the rest of
Once.
the way. You
Stop resisting. I'm trying to save you.
Annie, are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, I guess I'll take like a cursory glance around. I won't spend too much time here, but like while we're here, I'll kind of look around. before
I kind of feel uncomfortable. I know I normally like to open everything, but if it's their shit, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, I'm not like sifting through shit. I'm just kind of looking around.
A
and seeing what I
cursory
see.
inspection, you see a lot of personal effects like family photos and frames and stuff. You see like decks of playing cards. Like this was an inhabited camp. There are odds and ends and personal belongings. You do happen across a secret whiskey stash in the lodging. And there are coins scattered around. Like you see coins under beds and like a belt pouch of like marks near someone's like table near their bunk bed or whatever.
I'm gonna take a pull out of one of those whiskeys, but I'm not gonna take it.
Okay.
I'm just
So this
following
is
back around.
obviously an inhabited camp, so these are probably a recent
Yeah.
mutation.
It's like,
She said, Marianne Opal, if I remember right, she said like the last couple weeks these animals have been coming out of the forest. Normally Lakewood gets by like lumbering, like wood carving, very foresty industries and hunting. And in the past couple weeks, a lot of hunters have gone missing. Her wife was a hunter. She died recently, presumably from these animals. She never really specified. But yeah, this is a fairly recent occurrence that these animals have forced the people of Lakewood, out of the lumber camp and into town.
Can I maybe like use like my magics to see if there's like a magical source that's potentially mutating these animals?
Yeah, you could do like a kind of magical detection type thing. It would be your health plus blood magic plus order,
Plus order.
which I don't think you have
I
anything
don't.
in. Are you? Let me phrase this.
Okay.
Are you searching for like energy signatures, like magical emanations, or like magic affecting things?
I was thinking like a source, so like magic affecting.
Okay, roll
things.
chaos instead of order
Okay.
for specialty. I think you have a couple points in chaos.
I do. Seven.
7. I don't think you don't detect anything in this vicinity. I'm gonna kind of hand wave it and say you were investigating the corpse of the cat as well. There's no active magic on the cat. But there's like lingering maybe life essence.
Mm.
So like it was affected by magic, but whatever it was a one-time thing, and now the change has happened and it's not happening anymore.
Okay.
he ran merge. Or what is it? Mend.
Do you guys want to? It's kind of hard because it's partially burned and partially squashed. But do you want to investigate the corpse of the cat at all?
Yeah, I would like to.
Okay. Do reason, perception, investigation. Reason is intelligence. I don't know what it says on your sheet.
Reason.
Okay.
Probably not the person to do this.
Probably not the person.
I mean, it definitely ain't me.
You said reason?
What did you say? Reason?
Reason, perception, investigation.
Oh, I'll try one.
Usually have a 0.
2,
3.
3.
3.
3. So the
Can we
cat.
pull them together?
Yeah, we got a 7.
The cat is partially burned, it's partially smushed, but you can see like on its underbelly where some of the fur has scorched away, but the flesh hasn't like burned. You can see like scars from like sutures. You can see like on its back and belly.
So it was.
At some point, someone
Surgery.
opened it up and then sutured it closed.
Do we? Who's seen this?
You guys,
Oh,
Give me.
the group.
Can we try to open that
That's
suture?
kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah, yeah, you can open up the cat corpse.
I just want to see if there's like
It's probably already
how that
open.
gray heart thing was. See if it's something similar.
You don't find anything like that, and I think Malfurion and Sparky could tell you that like nothing looks out of the ordinary for a cat belly.
For guts, you mean?
Yeah,
Innards.
yeah. There's not some strange third organ or fourth organ that.
Can I like more closely investigate like
Get up in there.
You want to taunt
like-
on this?
how the snakes are attached to the shoulder blades? Like, do those seem like surgically attached or?
No, there's no sutures or anything that you can
Okay.
find there. Like it looks like you've seen. I'm gonna say that you've seen cougars before. These shoulders are extra muscled. So like maybe like there's more muscle there, but like other than that, it looks like they just like it moves. It becomes snake. It's fur, and then it becomes snake,
Okay.
and like if you were to dissect it, like you could see muscle attachment points and everything. But
So it doesn't look like they were like Kevorkian to the back.
yeah,
of
they're not like human centipede to the back of the cougar.
Okay.
So it actually came from part of the tiger, not two different entities.
What?
Not two different entities.
Not ju-
Entities,
yes,
yes.
they're all. It's all connected.
They're not.
I was born that way.
It's born that way. So
Allegedly.
allegedly.
As far as we can tell.
Yes.
All right. Now what? Start tracking these fuckers down.
Yeah.
Yeah, try to at least.
So, Marianne Opal said that they think they're coming from like the lake area, the actual lake, Tresnay Lake.
Isn't that also where the dragon is?
The dragon is supposedly lives in the lake.
Allegedly.
So you can just go to the lake and look around, or you can do perception observation or like survival tracking, whatever you want to do to kind of see if you can track down where the biggest animal presence is, or where they're coming from, if they're all coming from the same place, or what.
What would our druid do?
The druid would say that Sparky says that these animals are completely unnatural and should be exterminated.
Okay.
Bloodthirsty little element, blame me.
And both of those both of those other cats went in different directions.
Yeah,
too.
they ran off. They were.
They didn't run in the same direction.
They didn't run in the same direction. But I mean, you could easily guess that like these are injured animals. They're just trying to get away from what's killing
Right.
them.
I wonder if we should like follow one of the tracks where the injured one went. Maybe it would go home.
We could try that, or just going straight to the lake. I'm good with either one of those.
I have a feeling if they think the source is at the lake, it's probably at least maybe it's a better way to find
In the vicinity
the
of the lake,
source.
at least.
Got the plan?
Yeah.
Okay. You spent a couple hours walking directly west towards the lake. And you get kind of to the shore. And it's a lake. It's a regular lake. There's not like a dragon just cavorting in the waves or anything. There's a beach. You know, it's a lake. You're looking around up and down the shoreline. About a half hour north of your position now, you see a cabin at the edge of the woods, kind of like in between the shore of the lake and like where the woods start out. It looks like a large 2-story cabin. There's no lights on it that you can see, no smoke in the chimney, no obvious signs of life that you can see around it. But it's not like a horde of animals hanging out on it. You can see that it's in pretty decent repair, like it's not ancient and overgrown or anything. It's just a cabin on the lake.
Can I detect if there's
In the
any
woods.
life there?
Yeah. Roll your magic, health, life.
Four.
4.
So we don't really know what this magic is yet, right? Or if it's magic, or
You definitely detect that there's a large dragon in the lake.
Okay. But nothing from the house.
Yeah, you think it's more of an issue of distance
I see.
than like not detecting anything.
Okay. Don't go to the lake. Or in the lake.
okay.
There'd be
Oh,
dragons in them waters.
Can I make a shadows check too? I want to just see like if I sense anything based on that.
Okay.
Six.
6.
Okay.
Nothing noteworthy. You got 6 hits.
Yes.
So you don't sense shadow magic, but you know how it feels when you use the shadow plane to like travel, like what magic feels like when you go through the shadow plane to get somewhere.
Okay.
It's not the same thing, but there's maybe just like tickling at the edge of your magical senses, something kind of like that, in the direction of the cabin.
Okay. Yep. Should probably go check out that cabin.
Okay. Your spidey senses.
Yeah, my spidey senses tingling.
Shadowy senses. Okay, so the cabin.
Wait, you mentioned there's a dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's yeah. Let's give that a wide berth. Yes.
The dragon is definitely not at the cabin.
Okay. Yeah. Let's give the lake a wide berth and head to the cabin.
So you approach the cabin. It's fairly large. It's definitely bigger than a one-room shack. It looks like it's in very good repair. There's a chimney, and likely an interior fireplace. The exterior of the chimney is like nice-looking mortared brick that's well kept. The walls of the cabin are thick timbers with well-kept mortar filling the gaps. The roof is slate tiles. There's glass windows. There's a nice deck with chairs and tables on the west side facing the lake. There's no lights on, no smoke in the chimney. You don't hear anything. You don't see anything. You do see that there's a nice wide set of 2 wooden doors on the deck. Like you could swing them open like a patio door. And then there's like a side door on the other side. Yeah, there's a stone porch and like a side door on the south-facing side of the cabin. If you were to do like a full circle around the cabin, you do find one spot of damage on the building. It's on the north side, up on the 2nd floor. There's a large hole torn through the timbers. It's not the entire north wall of the 2nd floor, but it's like a hole torn through the timbers that's like big enough that Nana could kind of crawl through it.
Okay.
Give me intuition plus perception observation, and Bach, add your smell really good bonus.
Intuition.
Perception, observation, and smell.
Got 1.
I'll put out.
6.
6?
2.
2?
1.
1? Okay, 6. 6 it is. So, first thing you notice is there's kind of like an animal musk in the area, like a kennel mixed with Carter Cade's boar farm, seasoned with like wet fur and dog breath. You also notice that the soft earth around the cabin is absolutely covered in animal prints. You see big bear prints, you see smaller dog and cat prints, hooves from like deer or maybe oxen. A lot of them lead right up to the deck that faces the lake. When you guys are investigating the hole, like looking up at the hole on the north side of the building, you can see like bits of fur and deep claw marks scratched into the wood at the bottom lip, like something landed there and scratched. And you can see a lot of scratches on like the lower halves of like there's the double door on the deck and there's the side door on the stone porch. You can see a lot of like claw marks and scratches on like the lower portion of those doors.
Guess I'm like, I don't know. Yes, I might, try to stealthily sneak up, peek in the windows, see if I can see anything inside.
Go for it.
I was gonna say I'm not.
5 to
Okay.
hide
Okay.
or quiet stat,
Yeah,
whatever one you
whatever.
think is
Yeah.
more applicable. So yeah, I want to kind of sneak up to the window and kind of peek in and see
Are
if I see
you
anything.
going like on the deck or like on,
Yeah.
like trying to look through like a window on the side door?
I think like the back deck, like where you said the patio doors
Okay.
were.
So the first thing you notice is a completely dried, bloody handprint on the door frame of the double doors. Like if someone like Boar's height were to like stagger and hold their bloody hand up against like leaning against the door.
Okay.
So you kind of look in. Like looking through a window, you don't see any immediate threats in there. But the interior of the cabin is a far cry from the exterior. It was once very nice, very opulent, like a lot of gilt-edged shit in this cabin in the woods. There was a chandelier. There were tables that were well constructed and glossy with varnish. But it's all completely devastated now. Like the animal stink you've been smelling is 10 times stronger as you like get closer to the cabin. You see fur, feathers on every surface in the main floor. Tables are overturned and chewed on. Shelves have been knocked over. It looks like there was a kitchen area with a pantry that now has like a shattered door. Like there are torn open tins of food and like canned goods and stuff. You see piles of animal shit of varying sizes and freshnesses. There is a fireplace built into the east wall, but like the brick alcove, like the fireplace itself has been made into like a nest. Like there's torn up bedding and like padding in there, like something made nest. Against the south wall is a fairly wide staircase that leads up to the second floor. In the northeast corner of the room, you see that a bookcase has been knocked over to reveal just like like black, like built into the like it's. I think you would guess that it's some kind of magical like transportation effect. This is probably what you were sensing. You were just on the edge of sensing this, like some sort of magical effect, like a secret doorway built into the wooden wall of the cabin.
Okay.
And that's kind of what you can make out. Give me a perception observation check. Intuition, perception, observation. 5. You can hear something big shifting on the second floor. Like you hear like timbers creaking.
Okay. Alright. I kind of quietly sneak back and kind of relay that to these guys.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
Well, it sure seems like that's what we're here to look at.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, so do we...
That portal that you saw, or that black spot, is that something that only you can traverse through potentially, or is that?
If you were to like use your magic to sense it, it's not shadow magic.
Okay.
But it kind of has the same feel as like portals you use to tunnel through the Shadowlands.
Okay, I'll kind of explain that. See, I'm honestly not sure. I don't think it'd be restricted. Like if like somebody created like I don't want to say an active, like a sustained shadow magic portal, like anybody could use that, right? It's not.
It just
I mean, I can take people through a shadow portal.
Yeah.
So okay. So I guess I'd say I don't have any reason to believe that we all couldn't use it. I don't know where it goes or what it does.
That could be a problem, huh?
Goes to the bottom of the lake.
Right, yeah.
Hello, I'm the Dragon of the Lake. Welcome to my lair. Would you care for some capers?
Yeah, I mean, so there's definitely something big upstairs too. We can.
The black. I'm just gonna call it the portal. The portal is about 12 feet tall, 15 feet wide.
Oh, that's
So
quite large.
it's a sizable chunk of the wall that is.
So it's like the whole fucking bookcase was like in front.
Yeah.
Okay. So we could all traverse through it. If that's it, if that is what it is, like I guess it kind of it's just like a fucking black hole, right?
Yeah.
It's just nothing.
Yeah.
All right.
I think we should figure out what's on the top.
It's
floor.
like someone painted a 15-foot section of this wall that Vanta black, light absorbing black.
Yes.
That's what it looks like.
Okay.
It's black 4.0.
Black 4.0. Sorry.
Oh, I seen a car. They had it on TikTok. They painted a car with that,
Oh, that's
and then they
nice.
put that metal flake in it. Dude, it looked like a galaxy, man. It was
Oh,
just
that's
I
cool.
could see that.
sorry to change up that.
You can't coat that paint though with like a varnish or anything, otherwise it loses its effect.
Yeah.
And last I knew, that stuff chipped off so easy.
Yeah. I don't think it's feasible, but that doesn't mean it's not cool.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
Is
Yeah.
there any way for you to like get up to the second level just to see what's up there?
I mean, yeah.
It's just wooden timbers. Like you can. There are plenty of spots to grip, and
I wonder if I'm better off. Do I peek in from outside or go
Can you
in?
do shadow
go
jump,
through
or you
inside
need
and go
to
up the stairs.
Oh, I don't know.
I could literally lift him up to the hole.
Yeah, maybe that's what we do.
That's fine.
that's what you guys want to do.
As quiet as possible. Yeah.
Both of you make agility plus what are skills? We haven't used stealth much.
Quiet step?
There's really hide and quiet step.
Let's do agility plus stealth, quiet steps.
I passed, but I fumbled. I only got 2 dice.
Okay.
Holy shit!
Do you want to throw another die from the hero pool so it's not a fumble?
Sure.
Why don't you take 3?
Don't be a 1.
All 3s. None of those passed.
Okay, but it's not a fumble anymore.
And I got a 6.
Okay. So, Nana's loud. It's impossible to stop that. But he...
I cringe every quiet step I take. Not as behind.
Crunch.
He's riding on your shoulders.
Yeah.
Just imagine Nana trying to tiptoe.
So, you slowly rise above the gap.
You have to.
Roar. The monster's waiting.
You can hear something that's large definitely moving around, but as you get high enough to just crest the hole, you see that the second floor was once like 3 or 4 bedrooms, but like doors and walls have all been torn down, reduced to rubble and broken stuff. In the center of the room was what looks like a large nest of ripped up bedding, plant material, and various other bits of debris. In the nest are a dozen eggs of various sizes. Some look like they belong to small birds, others look like snake or lizard eggs, some are just really round stones. Standing over the nest, kind of yowling and shifting and screeching, is a very large cat creature. It's bigger than the cougar snakes that you saw, but it's got the same type of like reddish brown fur, white underbelly. It's like 8 or 10 feet long. It also has large wings growing out of its back. The wings are fur and skin with like a claw on them, like a bat's wings, like a giant bat's wings. And instead of a cougar head, it has a large bat head with those huge ears and like the wrinkled nose and sharp teeth. And it's kind of standing over the nest, kind of trying to position itself and like rustling its wings and stuff. And that's the large thing you hear moving upstairs.
We're burning the fucking cabin.
I absorb all that and slowly sink back down and get us away from the cabin as we can and kind of relay that information.
Yeah, we're gonna burn the cabin.
So, like, yeah, you guys think that's what's making all these animals then?
That seems like another just monster that's being created.
Right.
I wonder if it came out of that portal you were talking about.
Oh, maybe.
They're like not from here, but they're.
The portal is big enough for that cat to get through. It's called a cougar bat.
Cougar bat.
I feel like that might still, we just have to go in that thing or be able to stop the portal access maybe?
Yeah, I think that's probably a good. Do we try to just go inside and try to sneak around it? Do we try to?
It's upstairs. I mean, if we. How far is it from the entrance of the door to the portal?
I don't know, 10, 15 feet.
So I think we could run through.
Yeah,
there.
absolutely. If you guys make a straight beeline for the portal, you can absolutely get there before it can get down to get to you. Like, there's no
We
question about
still don't know where that portal goes.
Is
It might just be a wall.
Yeah. Just with that paint on it.
it. Just got light absorbing paint.
I'll just go charging in.
with like kind of like Malfarian's mind and Bach's knowledge of just magic in general, would we have any idea of like what this portal could be, or if we could maybe potentially close the portal?
I think you would have to learn how to close it. I think you would have to get up closer to it to like start to analyze the magic.
Okay.
You know it's not shadow magic, so it probably doesn't lead to the Shadowlands. But beyond that, you can make blood mages can make teleportation portals, mass speakers and heretics can make teleportation effects and portals and that kind of thing. It's hard to say what exact type of magic it is without getting a closer look.
Okay.
Druids typically use teleportation effects like through the natural world, like D&D spells like Tree Stride and stuff. So this isn't fitting for like druidic magic. Also, these creatures are completely unnatural, and Sparky keeps saying you should exterminate all of them.
I say we
It's
throw a
big
rock.
words for somebody that's not here, Sparky.
I think we should throw a rock into the lake and then like.
So that we get the dragon.
Let them fight.
Unless they team up.
Genius. There's no way this plan doesn't work.
Some of those eggs did look like reptile eggs.
What if we... Yeah, could we try to just distract it out of its nest? Out of its lair? Maybe not
With
fight it,
what?
but...
I mean, I'm down for it, but like, with what?
How, with my current level of powers, how conceivable is it for me to like create like a mirror image?
Like a shadowy image of yourself, or
Yeah,
it's easy.
I can try that. Try to have it jump out the window and run into the woods and see if we get to follow it.
We would all have to hide. I would assume.
So I could go to the back side of the house. The hole is on the opposite, if I remember right. The hole's on the
North
opposite
side.
side of like the patio window,
Yeah.
south and north, right?
There's
Is
a
that north
there's a
side?
side door and there's the deck door on the west side. The side door is on the south side. The hole in the wall is on the north side.
I say we go to the south side entrance then. You guys all go. I can kind of do that maybe from like one of the other sides of the house, and
I'm good with this trying it.
as soon as that happens, like as soon as I don't know, give some type of signal, we run into the house and see if we can gain more information on that portal before we just jump through it. But
Yeah. Okay, we can try it.
any objections?
No?
I have none.
Okay, that's making me second guess. Oh
It's
no,
barely my idea. I'm like, let's throw a big rock at the house.
We're definitely gonna take care of those nests.
yeah, well, yeah, that's the thing. If I can get it to run off far enough, then we can investigate both those things if we have the time. Okay. Yeah.
What
so
was at the top of the stairs?
That's the second floor where
So
the
it's just open.
yeah, it's
not
just
like a
it's
door
torn
or
down
anything?
walls and everything to make its nest. Looks like it was 3 or 4 bedrooms. You guys can see like clothing and stuff scattered. Bot could see like clothing and stuff scattered around the room.
I wonder if that's where the dude that lived in the cabin's hiding.
all right. So we'll get you guys in position, and then I kind of standing in the. I try to project a shadow image up in the opening.
Okay.
That's
Roll your intuition, shadow magic, and shadows. I'm gonna roll.
just a big, dumb, stupid creature.
It is.
Sixth sense.
Probably not very.
It is not. I'm
Especially when he said it has rocks in it.
I'm gonna treat your magic like a stealth check, and it like a perception check to find you guys.
Okay. And I rolled a 6.
Just grabbing more dice.
I don't think it was as imperceptive as you
Was
thought.
that a good or a bad?
Depends on who you are.
For us,
My God.
it's not good.
Should have just thrown the rock.
I got 7 hits.
Fuck you.
Oh, wait a minute, you can still grab more dice.
There ain't 7 in there.
All right, well, I'm grabbing the rest of them.
Good thing you grabbed more.
I got 8.
Okay. So you have your little shadow image. It draws its attention, and it. Do you have? What do you do? Does it run towards the woods? Does it run towards?
So it's a shadow image of Nana with me on its on Shadow Nana's shoulders, and Nana's going and Box banging his ass. Saying,
Okay.
follow me.
That draws its attention. Do you have it go towards the woods? Or
Yeah,
along
like
the
in the opposite,
All right.
exact opposite way we are. I have it run as far as I can make it.
So
run.
the cougar bat leaps to the edge of its little hole. It lets out this like deafening sonic shriek that definitely would have caused damage to you guys if you were close to it. And its wings and it flies after your little shadow image.
All right, yeah, I have that shadow image like as far as I can project it
Okay.
out into the woods.
Okay.
And then I run back around and see. And hopefully, you guys by that time.
Well, if we heard the shriek, I think that's probably key to like. Okay, we probably.
After
open
we
this
left the
door.
pile of...
Yeah, as I see it like, cross the. I'm running around the corner of the house. Get in, go!
We would have been. Yeah.
Okay. You guys want to go towards the black void in the wall?
Yeah, at least try to understand what
Okay.
it is if it
So-
can be closed.
You're right up close to it. You can clearly see that there's a very tiny words with a capital W etched into the wood around the black, kind of bordering it. So it's easy to assume that this is words of power magic, arcane magic from the mass speaker or heretic. If you want to analyze anything else about it, I'm going to need like blood magic plus order, or shadow magic plus intelligence, or
Well, they're studying the portal. I'm gonna go collect the eggs.
okay. So you find
I might as well go up too because I can't do anything with magic. So
you got what's that?
that's it. I just went with him because I don't.
You guys find chicken eggs, you find snake eggs, you find turtle eggs, you find
Rocks, you said before.
rocks. One egg is just a really large pearl.
Good hands.
So
Shiny.
it's big enough that one of you gets boost 2 to the group's resources.
Dang, nice.
You
It's up
can
to
go
you.
ahead and take it. Nana has
Okay.
no concept of value.
All right, I'll
I'm
take it.
adding it to your character sheet now.
Sorry, I'm next.
Steven, the rich man with resources of 7.
Daddy, will you buy me this new toy?
So we want to crack them open, right? The break damage the eggs.
Well, yeah, eggs means
Okay.
omelets.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
You break all the eggs. Bunch of
Quietly.
quietly. Bunch of normal looking
Okay.
snake and
After I
bird
find it.
embryos.
Real.
Wait. Is there any like pans or anything around the house still?
Yeah, there's pans down in the kitchen.
I'm sure crack them all into pans and stuff.
Okay.
Right.
I got a 7 for the
7?
starting the portal thing.
I got
Okay.
5.
5. Okay, this is definitely a stable portal. Like you can't read words of power, but like you don't etch words of power into something that's like a shitty one-use thing. This is definitely something that was stable. As you investigate the area, you can see that like there was a mechanism for like the bookcase to swing out and then swing back, and like this was something that was used regularly. Don't know where it would go. As best you can tell, it's not like magically padlocked.
Dude, I almost bought sticky bombs. We could have put sticky bombs in the fucking nest. Fuck.
I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking about
Sorry,
buying
I
them
got
too.
distracted. Okay, so yeah, this portal. Do we have any indication of where it might lead?
You said it didn't.
Okay, sorry, I missed that. I was too busy thinking about sticky bombs.
You know it's stable. It's not gonna suddenly discorporate.
How does Nana handle traveling through magic portals?
It itches.
Okay, but they will work.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the kind of magic that, like, his resistance isn't enough to like negate it.
Okay.
And, like it's stronger magic than his resistance. It
Okay.
it's
And we
itchy.
wouldn't know how to destroy the portal from.
I mean, words of magic.
Just take
The power
words
is
out.
in the words themselves. If you destroy the words, something would happen because it would change the words that are written around the edge, making them,
You know what? I
making
don't-
the
I think we. Oh, sorry.
making the phrase mean something different.
I think
Is there
we
like a
figure out
fire
where it
poker
goes,
or anything?
Oh,
and
yeah,
then we
there's a
take
fire
it
I'm
off
poker.
the
gonna like
wall,
poke
and
the
we got
portal.
traveling
It goes right
portal.
through.
Goes back out just
I don't know about that.
I'm gonna stick my head through it.
Traveling. It's
You
12
see
by
a
15
stone
feet.
hallway.
Yeah, like what do you
You put the boards. It's on.
Okay.
It's on
You
the
where
board.
say there's a hall?
Nana says there's a hallway on the other side of the portal.
Wait, how do you?
What?
What?
He stuck his head through.
You're over here talking. I'm over here. I'm
It really itches.
That
It's
is
really itchy.
so like. That was so good. That was so good, Mike. We're all just like, talking about something else. Hey.
It's fine. Let's go.
You saw a hallway. There were metal doors on the sides of it, and there was a wooden iron-bound door on the far end of it.
No, because I was telling these guys, it's like, well, you said it was written along the wall. It's like, well, just take the boards off, right? And we got the traveling. Mount it up. We got our own little.
Theoretically,
See?
All right. Well, it seems safe.
Yeah, I
We-
guess.
Comes back
through.
Can I
what's going
like?
on with it.
How stable is like if I make like something out of shadow stuff? Like, is that like? I know we don't have a word for it, and maybe I just don't remember. Like, it's not like, I don't want to say like in D&D there'd be like concentration to keep some type of magical effect going. How would that work for?
It would just be standard duration rules, so like 1 round.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Once you get into high magic, then it becomes a minute.
Okay. Yeah.
per hit.
I'm not there yet then. Okay.
But I mean, nothing stops you from saying, okay, I just refresh it every.
Well, if I'm not there, I'm trying to think of like if we can blockade the staircase or something. Like, just in case we're gone for a while and this
Well,
thing
we
comes
know a
up.
Just
really
pile
strong
junk up.
guy, and there's a bookcase.
Yeah, let's, I guess, at least try to do that.
It's got
Make
wings,
a make
so
a strength plus athletics check for me.
it's got wings, so it's not like it.
Where's athletics? Oh.
Four. You don't quite tear the. It takes a couple tries, but you manage to rip up one of the bookshelves off like the track that it was attached to, and you can kind of wedge. You take multiple bookshelves and wedge them up like against the landing and the stairs.
Make a new ceiling.
It won't stand up to much, but it's
Slot.
Even if it just like stops it from thinking about going on the stairs,
Yeah.
like that's
yeah.
Okay. Might save us seconds, which we might need.
I'm heading towards the water.
Let's set up the hallway.
Need more teeth. My imagination is blown.
Oh, do you want to do it that way? I had.
I didn't even think of that.
Is it 15 feet?
Yeah,
or
it's
is
15 feet wide. These aren't wide enough.
Right.
My bad.
That's okay.
I think that should do it. So, all right. You guys are here.
Box still in the tree.
Box still in the tree. I'm just kind of sit you all here. So, all right. So, you pass through the portal. Nana is very itchy. There's no weird sense of movement or anything. It's just like taking a step, and now you're at the end of that step. Like there's no weird sensation, no whoosh of displaced air. Where you are now is a stone brick hallway about 15 feet wide and 100 feet long. There's light in here coming from somewhere. You don't know where. There's no like torches or sconces or anything. There's no sound. Temperature's mild. And the air smells like sweat and blood and meat. Not rotting meat, just like fresh raw meat. There's 3 doors on each side of the hallway. They look like metal prison doors. There's no locks or latches or handles on them that you can see, but they are like solid metal doors with like a slot built in at the bottom to slide like a food tray through, like you see in movies and stuff. On the far end of the hallway is a more regular-looking iron-banded wooden door with a metal ring built into it, like a handle that you could pull open. The floor is composed of large stone tiles. Each tile is about 5 feet by 5 feet. Center row of tiles is all red. The left and right are alternating black and white. The row of tiles on your left starts with black, ends with white. The line of tiles on your right starts with white, ends in black.
So it's a checker pattern.
Checker pattern. Weird
Except
checker,
the middle, which is all red.
which is all red. To your right, at about like head height for a normal human, is like a metal plate bolted to the wall with like a latch lever on it. The lever is currently in the up position. You can see that the metal plate has like words with a capital W etched around it. I forgot to say like the etching on the wall of the cabin around the portal, like someone hammered gold into the etchings. So like these are very permanent words. Same thing has been done with this metal plate. The plate is maybe like copper or brass or something.
And it's just a W, you said?
It's words with words as in words of power.
Oh.
But words with a capital W is how I said it, which I thought was kind of funny when I was writing things. But, but it's just a line of very small, very precisely etched words that you cannot read along the edges of the plate. Currently in the up position, looking down the hallway, you can see a similar lever on the left side of the hallway by that door. It's currently in the down position.
So this one's in the up. That one's in the down.
I wonder if you had the... And then when we walk the other way, we gotta go.
And just to be clear, behind you is just another black void. Like the black void is still here. You can see like words etched into the stone around the black void. So it's another stable portal that you can just step through to get out of. If Nana tests it and sticks his head through it, it still functions.
I wonder if the lever is turning the portal on or off or something, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know.
I want to pull the lever.
One way to find out.
Do I sense anything magical?
Mhm.
Oh, this whole thing is...
Oh yeah, this whole thing is magical.
Oh, awesome, cool.
That's not good.
Because we don't know if that person came in and still in here, or if that person left and left either.
What makes you want to go to the wooden door? I'm assuming the rest of them we're not even
Right,
going to.
it's a hallway booby trap.
Or we flip a switch and all those doors fucking open.
That's possible. Maybe. I
Feels
don't
like it feels like a prison row to me.
know. Yeah.
But
Like
also
you said, with especially like the tray things and.
It also sounds like a booby trap, because why you got a lever here and a lever there and they're open.
I think you would also see.
Or is it dead man switch?
I think there would be blood stains at the bottom of the doors, like in the food slot.
You said there is, or they?
I think there would be
How
blood stains.
far away is the closest door?
A couple feet down the hallway. They're kind of evenly spaced. I don't know what that would exactly be, but it's 100 feet long. There's 3 doors on each side. There'd be like 20 feet between each door. 20-ish. I don't know. Don't make me do math.
Can I just start walking towards
Yeah.
one of the doors?
You walk to the door.
I just want to see if I can open the slot and just see what's in there.
Do you lift it up?
Yeah.
Okay. You get down there. I assume you're safe about it. Like if you have like your
Yeah,
sickle,
but-
you're flipping up to see. You flip it up and you can see like a. It's not a slime or an ooze, but it's like a pile of like raw meat and like tendons and like flexing claws, like from like you know how cats retract their claws and stuff. Like there's flexing claws. You can see like tongue and like teeth are kind of like pinching together and stuff. It's a meat pile of meat that's moving and
It's a
alive
Cronenberg
in some
monster.
way. Yes, it's
A what?
Cronenberg.
Cronenberg.
What is that?
It's a Rick and Morty thing.
Yeah.
Body horror
Cronenberg.
monster.
It's more or less exactly what he
You seen that
described.
episode?
Yeah, I have. It's been a while.
Right. Me too.
It's not moving particularly fast or like violently, but a shiver goes through it and it starts to towards the slot.
Because it senses that it's open.
Yeah, it senses.
Alright, I'll just slightly
Okay.
close it back down.
What's in
I'll
there?
kind of walk back to the group and be like, okay, so there's like a meat monster in there.
That sounds like
Essentially.
something I don't want to deal with.
Yeah, I am assuming the door directly in front of us is probably maintaining these monsters.
Is what?
Maybe that's where the person who's feeding these things, because when I opened the slot, it started to slightly move towards the door.
So do we just walk to the door at the end of the hallway and see what happens?
I mean, I was safe going to the first door. Nothing chopped me in half.
How far can I shadow jump?
I don't know. What's your movement?
6.
6.
Running
Oh.
8.
Running 8 plus boost it with your shadow magic. That's 40, 50 feet base.
So I can shadow jump twice, potentially.
Is there
Get to the end of the
shadows?
hallway. Yeah, are there shadows? I guess, is it like perfectly lit in here? Or is it?
It's not perfectly lit, but it is very well lit. You would have
Okay.
I think it would be well lit enough that it would be hard for you to find a shadow to jump through.
Okay, then never mind. All right. Well, I guess let's just start cautiously walking and see what happens.
Let's see what happens, I guess.
You cautiously walk down the hallway and reach the door.
Bach reaches out. Handle.
He said it's a
Turns it.
ring. You gotta pull.
The
ring.
ring, so.
Starts. I try to pull it.
It's not locked. It pulls right open.
I peek in.
Let's see what's in there.
You see a room.
Kind of look around.
It looks okay. So
I look around at these guys. Like, do I go in?
We're all with you, so.
All right, Bach
Might as
will
well.
take point.
before you go in, you hear a very loud screeching roar, and you see that there's a cage in the middle of the room with like a huge bear thing with like an owl head.
It's an owl bear. Nice.
It looks angry and pissed off, and it sees you, and it starts screeching and roaring.
But it's in a cage.
It's in a cage.
Does it look like this cage will hold it?
Oh yeah. This cage has like thick steel bars that even Nana would strain to bend. They are warped and bowed a little bit, probably from repeated attacks from this creature. But like it's all structurally sound as far as you can tell.
All right, have you seen Crocodile Dundee?
Yes. Yes.
No, I'm just.
That has no effect.
I don't know, guys.
But if you are looking at the room more fully, now that you've assessed that bear is not a threat, this room is also stone brick. It's well lit from some invisible source that is likely magical in nature. The weird bear creature with an owl's head looks injured. It looks pissed off. There are a bunch of half-healed wounds on its body, as well as older ones. You can see that have been like stitched up. It's covered in places where its fur has been shaved or come off, and like feathers have been worn away. You can see scars, cuts from, and like stuff where sutures were put in and removed. You don't know why or what purpose. The bear looks like it's been in the cage for a long time. It looks somewhat malnourished and sickly. There's shit and bear piss all over like the floor of the cage. A lot of the wounds on its body look red and inflamed, like they're infected. Looking beyond the bear, the room reeks of animal musk, blood, rotting meat. There's also a caustic chemical smell in the room. It looks kind of like a Mad Doctor's operating theater. There are 6 stainless steel tables around the room, like big tables, like that could accommodate Nana or this bear creature. And they're all covered in like leather straps and chains. The tables are dented, scratched, very abused. There's dried blood on the restraints and the straps. There's hair like stuck in like the straps. There are racks on the walls covered in like surgical instruments like scalpels, bone saws, all kinds of medical metal implements. There's spools of like string and catgut for like sutures and stitches. There's vials of liquids, jars and jars full of formaldehyde and like organs and limbs. And on the other side of the room, directly across from this door, is another black void in the wall. On the left wall is a ripped apart human corpse.
I think this is where the monsters come from.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
Good observation. I like this.
This is a good spot to take a break.
Yes. And we're back. For sure. Definitely. Okay. You're in the laboratory of Dr. Moreau. And there's a dead body on a wall, torn into pieces. An owl bear in a cage. And on the far side is a much smaller, kind of oval-shaped, half-oval-shaped portal.
Small enough that like I could fit through.
You could probably. Let's just go into like looking at it. It's obviously a portal. It has the same like feel to the other one that you went through, as far as sensing of magical things. It's small and roughly rounded. You could walk through it relatively comfortably, but like Boar would have to like walk on his hands and knees. Nana and Steven would have to kind of like wriggle like snakes.
Like those crazy fucking
Army
cave
crawl.
divers.
Yeah, fuck
Yes.
that. I mean, it makes me have anxiety watching.
It would not be comfortable, but you could do it. Looking at it closer, it has words around the edges and the floor where it meets the floor, like the other one. But they're crude and jagged. Like someone had like a tremor while etching them, or like they weren't very good. They didn't have very good handwriting or something. You can also see previous attempts where they tried to like etch partial words, and like they've been scratched out, like it was the wrong word or they didn't spell it, like something like that. It looks like a kindergartner's like corrected like handwriting assignment,
Oh, I thought maybe it was like
but
they were trying to write it.
but etched into the wall.
Right, it's kind of what I was getting.
Like the guy was trying.
And this
to,
one doesn't have any like gold hammered into it to like fancify it.
Nana took one for the team. I guess I kind of shake my head and I kind of stick my head through it.
You look through very quickly. You see 3 hyenas on the far side of a like kind of domed, like it looks like almost like hard packed dirt, like a wolf den or something. Like the ceiling, walls, it's all like hard packed dirt. There's bedding all over the place that the hyenas have made nests of.
No,
They did not notice you.
I pull my head back.
Okay.
Okay.
That's odd.
Yeah, I kind of really. Yeah, I just saw like 3 hyenas. And I don't think there's anything stopping them. This is. I think this is a doggy door, you guys. I say that quietly. I don't know if sound travels through these portals or not.
If it did,
You
you think
didn't-
the owlbear would stir them.
Maybe it does.
maybe they're used to that noise too.
Could be.
Come
Yeah,
on.
it's still shrieking and roaring this whole time. If it's an alarm, it's a good one. And you didn't hear it before you opened the door.
Okay.
Was there? Oh, is there? Oh, no matter who I talk to, I guess. Was there a port? Is there like another tunnel out for the hyenas, or there's just a clear dome?
It's hard to see. The lighting in there is much
Oh.
dimmer.
And I didn't stick around long.
Yeah.
I don't think we want to just jump in and say, "Hey, what's up?"
Well, especially if I got to wiggle through and he's got to wiggle through.
Did it look like normal hyenas?
Did they look like normal hyenas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys know that hyenas used to be. I think anyone who's spent any time in Carthank would know that hyenas used to be native in like the section, the area you're in, because it's all plains and like pseudo desert. There used to be native hyena populations, but when Kussith put the railroad through, running from Kussith City down to Osfel, the railroad barons put a bounty on hyena pelts because they were such a nuisance to like livestock. There weren't a lot of man-eaters, but they did pose a risk to like crews working on the railroad.
Okay.
So they were pretty much extinctified. There might be a couple like in zoos, and maybe a couple dozen wild packs down like further south, kind of where like the terrain becomes forested, where Agriaros in the southern rule is their borders are. But here, like where the railroad ran through Kussith's territory, like they're completely extinct.
Okay.
So it might be a zoo. It might be where this guy was getting his freaking parts from. Breaking in, like you said, if it was like in a zoo, maybe he's breaking into.
Oh, dude, that's a good point. I didn't think about that.
The hyenas are probably the most exotic animal you've seen that you see aside, like the owl part and the bear part are not exotic in and of themselves.
Put together,
But together they become an exotic hybrid creature. As far as like the natural animal components you've seen, everything is kind of native to this area. These hyenas are probably the most exotic animal you've seen
Okay.
in this fucking horror show of animal fuckery. But you haven't seen them incorporated in anything. There aren't like rats out there with hyena jaws or anything like that.
And there's no other portals other than the one we came through, and then the small one.
Yep, in the room you're in, there's nothing, unless it's hidden under, formaldehyde body part jars. It's not. There's no other portals. I'm not gonna.
I thought you meant because like we had that bookcase that like slid out.
There's not like another secret portal in here. I'm not gonna go through like perception checks and magic checks and stuff.
And is there any more like doorways or anything like that, or is
Not that you see.
okay?
So the only other thing would be to go back out and flip that lever and see if it does anything. I guess.
There's also the corpse on the wall, which you haven't investigated.
Yes, but I was just about ready to
the
say.
corpse. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I was gonna invest. Yeah.
So you move to the corpse on the wall.
How's it smell?
It's
rank. Or,
rank.
Okay.
It smells like a dead body, but it's been dead a week or two.
Okay.
You move to the corpse on the wall. Each appendage has been ripped away from the torso with like big jagged wounds, and it's been completely disemboweled. Each piece and the torso itself have somehow been nailed to the wall with a piece of intricately carved wood. So like the head's been separated from the body, the arms and legs have been separated from the body, and they're all jammed into the wall with a intricately carved piece of wood. Think like Celtic like knotwork carved into it. That kind of vibe. The wood looks like
that board has been nailed to the wall,
The-
and then they've been
the
like,
wood has been the wood of these wooden fragments. It looks like it's a broken walking staff, or like wizard staff. It's been driven into these body parts with enough force to like stick into the stone
That's what I was
wall.
trying to figure out.
Yeah.
So that's the actual nail.
That's
the
nail.
wood
the,
is
the
nail.
wood is the nail.
Okay.
The wood looks like it was like a walking staff or stick. Like it's not like a thin, like it's a big thick knobby piece of wood, but it's been carved intricately. The head has like a metal mask on it with eye and nostril and mouth holes, but it's got like tubes like you see on like a church organ, like running up from the mouth up to the sides of the mask, kind of flaring out.
Is this a mass speaker? Was this a mass speaker?
Something gripped the metal mask so hard that it deformed enough to hold itself in place on the corpse's face. Like you can see like you can see like almost a handprint and fingerprints like crushed metal onto the face.
Damn.
It's definitely a mass speaker mask.
How big is the handprint?
Enough to like, it's not as big as yours. It's probably more like Steven's size.
Okay.
So kind of a bigger human hand, but not like gargantuan. Like it probably couldn't encompass it didn't encompass like the palm completely over the face, but like the fingers were at the edges. You could see like a gray beard and like gray hair at the edges of the mask. So this was an older human when it was alive. You want to start investigating like the wounds and the stick?
Yeah, that'd be probably the next step.
I think the magic users would know, and Nana could probably tell from like his skin's response to magic. The staff has kind of a tingle to it. It likely is or was magical, but it's been broken into pieces, and these pieces still retain some of the magic, whatever was in it.
Is it something that could be mended or not really?
Hard to say. You'd have to. Let's do like. Just make your magic roll. Health. Blood magic order. This was definitely like what the staff is broken, and you can kind of see some words of power etched like along the intricate carvings. Whatever it was supposed to do when it was whole was something involving life essence. You could use magic to like reform it, like Malfurion could like regrow the wood together and stuff. If it would still operate the same way, hard to say. You get a feel like you could perhaps take a small piece of it and incorporate your sickle's hilt into that, like replace the wooden hilt in your sickle,
Okay.
and it might enhance your life magic.
Okay.
But beyond that, would require someone more accomplished with words of power to figure anything out.
But also, like, are we gonna fuck anything off if we take this off the wall?
Someone make a medicine check. Reason, medicine. You could do surgery if you wanted, or first aid.
Can I use my magic for that? Or
Yeah,
no?
absolutely.
And that would be life.
Yeah, that's right.
Not me. With my medicine check, I say, I'm almost positive he's dead.
I got a 1, but I also got I got a 1 and a 4. I rolled 2, so technically I kind of like.
Steven says, I think he took a breath.
9.
9? Okay. So using your magic to kind of assess the body, each of these wounds that separate the appendages from the body, they're ragged. An animal chewed on them. With enough force to like break and grind apart bone.
Hyena could do that.
Yes. The shoulder joints are torn apart to remove the arms. The hips and groin are torn apart to remove the legs. Whatever strung out, the corpse was disemboweled, but just looking, like, there's no blood or guts on the floor, so this corpse wasn't killed or disassembled here. It was killed somewhere else. What that means, you don't know. This looks like someone was making a statement.
Don't fuck with animals. Well, I know we're gonna definitely have to kill whatever's in those.
And I think with your magic you would detect, like, whoever this was, they have, in addition to the life essence that is in the staff, the body itself has been altered with life essence. Like, not... There's a talent called longevity that blood mages can take, that I have, that allows them to extend their lives.
Oh, okay.
It's that kind of thing. Like, this guy probably did magic on himself.
He's very old.
To extend his life and make himself healthier, even though he's an old man.
Okay.
That's probably what you're detecting. Certainly not any augmentation or ability to come back from being dead or anything.
Certainly not.
Certainly not. Certainly not.
Feed it to the owlbear, and then we'll kill the owlbear.
Ooh, a phoenix and an owlbear.
Can I try to, like, how, obviously the staff is fairly wedged in with the stone. Is it something I could try to remove?
Nana could certainly help you do that. Nana has plenty of strength to yank one of these pieces out for you.
You think you could help me with this?
Okay.
Wait, which piece do you do?
The staff that could potentially be used to...
Yep, that's all of them, isn't it?
I mean, they could all be, like, I mean, they're big enough that they could be made into hilts for other weapons. Sure.
Right, like, it's a staff and broken into multiple pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, just unpin them for...
Yeah.
Get the staff.
Got 6 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6. 6 pieces of wood that have life magic in them.
Okay. Pull them all out.
All right. The corpse flops to the ground. I think you would guess that your magic would tell you that he was killed. Maybe. How did the time frame work? Probably be 9 days ago. He's been dead for about 9 days.
How do goblins feel about, like, being, I guess, not masters, being attuned to the shadow realm, shadow magic? How do they feel about, like, burial rites? Like, are they sacred or are they not important because of that attunement?
It varies from individual to individual. Like, goblin like death rites and like afterlife stuff. They're very aware of like what comes after the death of your physical body because of their connection to shadow magic and the high rate of shadow magic users among them. Mm-hmm. It's kind of, there's not any like universal belief. It's kind of up to personal preference. A lot of them see themselves as psychopomps and like shepherding people off the mortal coil. Like some of them feel like they have a responsibility because of their relationship with the Shadowlands. Others see it more as this life is not the end of us, so the meat doesn't really matter.
I think Bach is, for whatever reason, whether he would normally be or not, he's uncomfortable just leaving these pieces of this mass speaker here. Hey, while you guys are doing whatever, he like kind of slowly starts gathering these. Is there? We may have discussed this. I don't remember. Is there like a fireplace in this room or something?
Not in this room, no. There's tables with like burners and stuff for like changing solutions, but like not something you can throw the body into to dispose of it.
I don't want to. I just want to like, at a minimum, like.
There's body bags. You could like wrap it up in linen and cloth and stuff.
All right. I start working on that.
Okay.
Shove it through the hyena box.
That is like legitimate funerary practices for some cultures.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Sky burial.
Sky burial, yeah.
The bear's hands are they much larger than like what would have been potentially for the?
Yeah, these are big like grizzly, short-faced bear paws.
Oh yeah, there's a bear in here.
Is there
Forgot
any,
about
like,
that.
any
Yeah,
kind
there's a
of
bear.
non-rotting meat around or anything like that?
Yeah, I would say that there's a magical cooler with raw meat in it. Yeah,
Okay.
like maybe like a little magical box with words of power etched on it, like to keep it cool and preserved.
I'm gonna find that and I'm gonna feed the owlbear.
Okay, it tries to take your fucking hand off.
Oh, good little bear.
It gobbles the meat up like crazy.
I wonder if we should go back and look at those other cells
Meat things.
and
Meat
burning.
monsters. I don't know. I think there's missing something.
I don't know. I think we got to do something with those hyenas and figure out where that goes.
But they're just normal hyenas.
Right, but maybe that's the portal he was using to. Maybe the etching was changing the words, not correcting words. You know, like go to the store, cross that off. Go to the hyena pit.
I think if you started to investigate the portal more closely, you would see like fresh stone dust on the floor of the room. Like this portal, I think you could make the guess that this is a more recent addition than the other portal.
And when did the mutations of the animals happen?
A couple weeks ago.
So by the time he died?
He died 9 days ago. About 3 to 4 weeks ago, they started seeing increased animal presence in the forest. I think if you were to really talk to them, there would always be stories of weird animals in this forest, but they got really, really bad about a month ago.
You know,
I wonder if the guy that got killed was the one that was releasing them now and then.
well, that's the thing. How do we know like somebody didn't already get here first and smite the dude that was doing this?
Yeah.
Right. Or he got caught being in there and then.
None of the wounds on him are weapons. Like, it's all bite marks and broken bones that his magic says were crushed by teeth.
So I wonder if there's a bigger monster out there that killed the master.
I mean, what about that cougar bat thing we saw?
Yeah, but
Could
that
that have done
seems
it?
so feral.
That's true.
It was kind of dumb. It wasn't no intelligence to it. Ish.
Doesn't mean somebody couldn't have sicked it on him and then.
I don't know. I think we should kill whatever's in those other doors, and when we do that, pull the levers.
We can. I guess I only looked through one of the meat monsters.
You look through all 6, there's a meat monster in each one.
Okay.
One chamber is empty, but the rest are full of meat monsters.
Okay. What does the lever do? I'll flip it.
Okay, all the doors open.
Oh, fuck me.
Flip it! Flip it back!
Flip it back!
Okay, the door shut.
Alright, I know what this does.
You pull down the lever, the doors immediately start sliding open. They like recess into the stone wall, and then you slash it shut, and they shut.
Alright, I'll go back in. Like, okay, I don't think there's anything in this hallway. Is there either something in this room, or we have to go through the little doggy door?
Or there's something inside the rooms that housing all the.
Well, I was able to look, and I see like another portal in the room.
In any of the rooms, no.
I don't think there's that.
The little like prison cells are very well lit, and they're called swarm beasts. They move very slow. You can peek in. There doesn't like You can't see the ceiling, but it doesn't look like there are any portals on the walls.
Okay.
Just an endless portal of swarm beasts.
Alright, I can go back through the hyena door. I'll try to sneak around and see if I can see something else, but if not, I'm boogieing back out here, and guess we gotta be ready to fight some hyenas.
We'd rather probably fight the hyenas in here in this
That's what I'm
bigger
saying.
room. So
Yeah, like I'll bounce back out of
Yeah,
that
yeah.
room, and hopefully they follow me, if anything. Or if they stay there, but if they follow me, at least we're not fighting them in a spot where Nana and Steve can't even get to.
We'll get 20 attacks before we even come out of the portal.
I have an idea.
if Bach is going in there,
Hyenas, raw meat. We
True.
have raw meat.
Yeah.
They're hyenas. I want you to lure them out here.
Roll outside into one of the.
How do we know they're not tamed? They're the only one like in its own little separate room. Like they're not in a cage.
Right.
Maybe that meat is for taming them.
I think Bach would know that.
Tame.
When he was in the little den, it smelled like animals, like animal fur, and like I don't know what hyenas smell like, but it smelled like hyenas.
Smell like
This room smells like owlbear. So scent might not transfer through these portals.
So
So we're definitely gonna need to kill this owlbear.
I like where your head's at though, Nana.
Oh, being a friend with it.
Yeah. Yeah, like I have that meat ready in case they come through. We might be able to distract them enough, even if they are pissed at me, and maybe we won't have to fight them. I don't know.
Okay.
Or they might go after the dude that's laying there too.
Yeah, I guess we can just kind of like feel out their reaction.
Wing it.
Wing it. There you go.
Hopefully, I can get in there, get out, and learn something else without alerting them. That's what I'm gonna try. But
Yeah. I'll just kind of like, if possible, just kind of ready, like, if Bach makes it back, and maybe like help him in some way get out of the area. I don't know.
I don't know. The only way I can do it is lethal. Yeah.
is there any way I can use my shadow magic to boost my stealth?
I was just gonna say he could use life essence from his blood magic to boost your agility to make you move better.
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't know I could do that.
So, what is your magic plus health plus life essence total?
14.
That puts you into high magic, which means your spell.
Oh, my magic was 15. Sorry.
I think it's 12. I think I made 12.
Okay.
It's 12 or 15. I'm gonna call it 12. That's what it just said when I looked at it. Maybe I changed it and forgot to make the changes. We're gonna call it 12 for now. You can use high magic if your dice pool is 12 or higher, after like any burdens or penalties or anything, which means that your base duration for your effects is 1 minute rather than one round.
Okay.
So you could dump all of your magic onto his agility. I think it costs like 2 hits to modify a attribute, 1 to modify a skill or specialty. So you could boost his agility, which would boost his stealth.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So roll your high magic. Roll
So
your
put burden 2 on it.
I think you can use the full 14 because your dice cap is 14.
Yep.
And we're just modifying. We're not doing anything special with the magic. We're just modifying a skill check.
He's just saying anything over 12.
Anything
is
over
high
12
magic.
is high magic.
No, I just thought you said that if I was boosting a skill, it would be a burden.
If roll your dice total
Okay.
for that.
Okay. Well, this is the time I get 6.
Hey, I'm not complaining.
No, I get that, but like, where was this the entire session? So then that's 3. I can reroll. So let's do that. Okay, so if I rolled 14, you're still only 3, so 11.
11 hits. Okay, so I'm trying to think how that would work. You could just straight up boost his stealth, or I would say that it would be better to boost his agility because then it'll affect his dodge and his run and everything.
Yeah.
So your base duration right now is 1 minute. For 2 hits, you can boost his agility by 1 for a minute. And you have 11 hits, so you could do like, you could convert 6 hits to boost his agility. So that would be +3 to his agility for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have extra 3 agility. I gotta figure out a cleaner way to say that because I feel like I'm talking like an idiot every time I try to explain like making magic modify something rather than just replace a skill.
Yeah.
You have wording in the.
Yeah, but it sounds exactly like what I just said.
Oh, okay,
so it's
okay.
clumsy as fuck.
Yeah, I never even read the high magic because the first few sections that we did were like, oh yeah, I'll get to that later.
Yeah.
So I never even looked at
So
it.
the
It's
only,
later.
So the only thing in high magic right now is it lasts for a minute. You can do multiple effects, but it costs a penalty. You have to spend the hits you roll on extra effects. So like you could do damage and like status effect to them, or you could boost his agility and his strength or his defense in his fight, however you want to do it. It's just convoluted to explain it all because you have to spend the hits to do this and this and this. And then for high magic, there is a bunch of stuff about how it'll probably do this and this and this, and also there's the high magic for elemental intervention for druids.
I'll take a read at it because I honestly have not looked at it yet.
So
All right, so I just bumped my agility from 3 to 6. Don't even forget to put it back to 3. So that puts me at 6. And then, like I said, does my shadow magic in any way help my stealth?
I think it would be you could cloak yourself in darkness, or try to meld better with the darkness in there
Okay.
because it's dim light, so you could kind of like fade into the background. So yeah, I think you could.
Okay, like I know this thing. I don't want to overblow this, but that's just like, would I just add like a skill specialty to that then, like for shadows or shadow stuff, or like?
Yeah, shadows.
Okay, all right. Well, that'll add an extra 2 dice then.
Okay.
So this is for me to, I guess, hide.
They got 4 hits on their detection.
Okay, then I'll take those 2. I've got 6 hits.
Okay, all right, you're good.
So yeah, all right,
So
I'm gonna more.
you move through the portal and find yourself in a cave-like space. The walls and ceiling are sort of a rough brown, like hard-packed dirt. It's not super large, maybe 40 feet wide, maybe 10 feet tall. This is like it's the hole itself that is small, but it opens up into a larger room. It's very dimly lit, so like light penalties would come into play if we were doing any checks or anything. But again, you can't find a source, so it's probably magical. The floor is rough, hard dirt, but you can also see like blankets and pillows have been like scattered around. It's got a kind of animal stink, but not like piss and shit. There's a lot of gray and reddish brown fur on the floor and the bedding. Next to a pile of bedding, you see a stack of books. Big, thick, heavy tomes that are somewhat tattered looking. You take this all in the first second of being in this chamber. You also see hyenas. They're about 5 feet long, maybe 3.5 feet tall at the shoulder, which is normal hyena size. They've got pale gray fur with like reddish brown spots, and they got that thick mane of like reddish fur along their spines. They don't notice you. Looking at them, they're not injured. They're not emaciated or like half starved like the owlbear. You can see that they do have some like shaved and like overgrown spots. Similar to the owlbear, you can see like where like sutures were or like they were cut open and stuff, but they're all healed. None of them are infected or anything. The final thing you notice is a large chalice of dull gray colored metal, but strangely still shiny. It's kind of just like dumped off like in a pile of bedding. Like it's not like in the center like on an altar or anything. It's just like lying there. And there are other bits of like you would say like personal belongings. Like there's a timepiece and like just odds and ends of like personal belongings scattered around the room, not in any particular order or in any particular spot. But this is kind of off on the side of the cave, far away from the hyenas and you. So you're at the entrance. The hyenas are kind of at the back of the cave. The chalice is over here. You can kind of feel it, like, hey, but you're not close enough for it to start, like,
Bach kind of like
And
quietly
while,
mutters to himself, "Oh, I should have got one of those rings."
and like the hyenas, they're not really doing anything. One of them has a book open in front of it, with its paw holding it open, and it's making some like yipping, growling, like hyena cackle noises. And then one hyena will do something similar, and then like the other one will say something, and then
So how many? There's 3. Right?
there's 3 hyenas. The one with the book open will bark or growl or yip, and one will say almost like they're talking is what I'm trying to describe. Like one is making noises, the other is making noises in response, and the third one is and they're kind of going back and forth with each other.
But it looks like he's reading.
He
the book.
he has the book open and he's looking at it, and like then looking at the other 2, and then like looking back, and like as you watch, he's got claws, but he tries to be very. You can see him trying to be very careful with his paw to like change the page.
Okay. Yes, he's reading.
How big are his hands?
Dog's eyes.
That's my first
I
question.
don't know whether to come back to you guys, but I did go to my stealth check, or if I should just try to take it.
You just-
if I
you
try
just
to take
live
it,
there
it's
now.
stuck in there. Yeah, then I'm like, fuck. Oh shit.
Decisions being made for you.
Yeah, that's how it works.
She only got 2 hits on their detection. Oh, they can smell good too. 2 hits.
I'm gonna slowly inch toward the chalice.
Okay.
I'm just if I feel it, if I feel myself losing,
It gets stronger as you get closer.
right? I understand that.
Yeah, but if you cover it, you can't. It's looking inside of it.
You are about 5 feet from it. You think if you take 1 step closer, it is going to try and take your mind.
But I can't remember.
I try to make a blanket of shadow stuff and throw it over top
Like to hide it?
to shield it from my view. Like,
Okay.
Like I'm covering it with a blanket, but a blanket made of opaque shadow stuff.
Okay. You do that. You still feel it.
Okay. All right.
How long have you been in there?
Not enough to get detected, probably.
Get rid of this and everything.
4 hits that time. So, okay, 30 seconds has passed.
I pick it up
A minute passes.
in the shadow stuff blanket.
Like, physically pick it up. Make an intuition resist willpower roll.
You guys need to come see these hyenas.
3 hits.
Slap him with some raw meat.
You resist successfully.
No shit.
No way.
The other one had a difficulty of 2. This one is more powerful now with the destruction of the
Oh,
first
so
one.
I nailed it. Yeah, no problem. Definitely didn't just pass. Okay, I'm gonna start taking it and start sneaking my way back out.
The hyenas see this moving piece of shadow stuff.
Shiny!
Well, she don't see
it.
this.
But he cloaked it.
Yes.
But he cloaked it. Would it still be...
He just wrapped it in a covering of shadow stuff. So now, instead of the big metal shiny chalice that was there, it's a big ball of black shadow stuff.
Oh, okay.
I start running.
As you run, the hyena that's reading the book starts growling and yipping.
It's okay. I just dropped this.
Your agility's boosted you up faster.
You're trying to get out of the room. Are you carrying it or dropping it?
I'm carrying it.
Okay. You're trying to get out of the room. You hear from behind you as you turn to run to the hole the noise of bones breaking and flesh tearing and grunts of pain. Do you turn around to look or do you focus on the hole?
No, I'm running.
Okay.
It's not a... it's not...
Are you guys
Anal.
clustered around the entrance or?
They turn into humans.
Well, I don't remember exactly what I said, but I thought I was trying to help him out,
Werewolf.
so I probably close.
Okay.
Which isn't great for me.
I should be ready for me to
That's
whatever.
What I mean.
I guess we're probably, like, you said the owlbear's in the center of the room, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming I'm in line with, like, the center of the room, aiming toward... We're not
Okay.
aiming, but...
You're far enough away. Are
I'm
you?
on like the side with the piece of meat going.
Because my idea
Watching
was
the
to
door.
help
The side of
him
the
get
entrance?
out
Yeah.
of the
Okay.
entrance.
With the
So
doggy
Boar, Nana, intuition plus resist willpower.
Oh no,
Is
not
it magic?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You've got a +1 to that now, guys. Just to let you know.
Yeah, that's right.
Steven's fine. He's far enough away.
It's all willpower, though, right?
Yeah.
I just
Magic.
added my plus the 1 in there because I have it at 0.
Can I use one of these?
You sure can. That's why I put him in there.
I got 3.
You're fine. You feel the same sensation when you encounter that other chalice. You feel it start to assault your mind. As not as a.
You say
box.
something?
This is a mental check, so.
Well, I think this is all
is
happening right
Yeah.
now. So.
Nana, you don't know where it is, but you really want to find the chalice
Oh god.
and show it to everyone.
I keep running.
Steven, 2 hyenas kind of cautiously come out of the portal, and then a human crawls out of it, but he's got the head of a hyena. He's very shaggy. Let me see if I can get the description up here. Okay.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah. Ruh-roh roars.
They just drop the meat on their head and turn towards the chalice.
It looks like a hyena head on a humanoid body. Really hairy dude with like gray and like reddish brown body hair. His legs are a little shorter, like proportionally speaking, but his arms and like everything else is formed normally. He sees you guys. He like pulls like
Double take.
is distracted from like Bach and his shadow ball, and says in like he opens his mouth and reveals his like those huge bone cracking molars that hyenas have, and says in kind of like halting Orcant, which is the common language of the area, "This our den. You leave. Not welcome. Not clan."
Okay, bye. I'm like running out the room down the hall.
Okay, you're gone.
Lana follows.
I don't know what to do. I guess.
He's naked. He doesn't have any weapons. He doesn't have like huge talons or anything.
Did you kill this guy?
Yes, masked monster. Changed us. Killed him. Freed others. Except Owl, and he points to the bear.
Freed others, so he probably let all those animals go.
Yeah.
So
Owl too angry.
understood. We will leave you free.
Thank you.
The owl.
Go. Take Chalice. Destroy Chalice. I think he would say cup. I don't know if he would have the language.
Working on it.
He's not
How do
as
you
chasing
know?
you.
It tries to speak to us. Spoke to
This extra
masked
movement's
monster.
really nice.
We're
trying
technically
to stop
fast.
us. Cups.
Good. Evil.
Agreed.
How many animals are out there?
No. Lots. He probably doesn't know numbers very well.
Are you human?
No. Hyena.
Okay. I don't know what to say to that.
Oh, he's gonna get
Guess
trapped in here.
Can go.
Yeah.
Also, don't get too close to Bach.
Yeah.
He's got the chalice.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Bach, make another intuition, willpower, resist willpower roll. I think Bach has outpaced you enough that you can come back to yourself.
Okay.
Unless you're like full tilt running after him.
Even then, I don't think I can catch him. I'm only running at 4.
4.
Good job. I think you kind of come back to yourself and you're like, evil cop or something like that.
I would have to hit perfect on every one of these because I don't
I
have.
had to pull from the thing just to roll the number.
I don't even only roll 3 dice.
I literally only hit on 5s and 6s, and I can't crit on a mental action like that. And I get, what, 3 dice?
Yeah, that's basically all I get.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess we'll leave.
Okay. The hyenas don't. The hyena man, and the hyenas don't stop you.
So do we end up back in the cabin?
Yeah, you're back in the cabin.
Where
Are you gonna like drop it and like step away from it or something? Like, what is Bach's plan?
My plan is to get outside of the cabin.
Okay.
And to show as many people as possible.
Yes,
Not yet. Not yet.
and drop it farther enough away from the cabin that like them stepping out of the cabin won't be in their it won't be in their influence. And then I'm just gonna get away and watch for them to come out of the cabin.
Okay. All right. You guys come out. Bach has arranged for the chalice to be a safe distance away.
That's a good thing, because, like, if I would have chased him out of the portal, I was going to hit the switch on my way out. No one else can have it.
Do we change the portal thing on the way out so he can't get out either? Or do we leave it?
I don't think they're. Yeah,
I don't think they're a threat.
Yeah.
Okay.
We may want to like just like.
The thing, roosting in the attic might be a threat, though.
Yeah, that might be it.
There's things to clean up, but the source is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
I Bach, like from like I don't know, 100 yards away or whatever. It's like, don't go near it. It's over there.
Where the fuck did it come from?
I was chilling with the hyenas.
They didn't like the cup.
I don't either.
You almost killed us.
We did way better than last time.
I think last time it took 1 round for everything to go to pear shaped.
Yeah,
basically.
Well, I mean, we all walked into the same room.
We're learning.
Is there any, like, boulder I can pick up around here?
Yeah, there's big stones.
I'm gonna start chucking big rocks at the cup.
Oh, here we go. Can we close our eyes?
I'm outside the range of the cup.
No, I mean like.
As soon as we hit it last time in the town.
Yeah, I don't think it matters.
We're out in the forest.
We're gonna piss off that dragon.
So somebody stop him!
Nana
No!
Oh, fuck.
Does Nana listen to Bach?
No.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
How the heck are we supposed to destroy the cup if we can't actually damage it?
We can destroy it, but the problem is it still releases more. I don't know how that works.
That's what
I'm gonna throw it in a lake.
We're gonna piss off that fucking dragon.
Two.
That's
Yeah,
what's
make the
gonna
dragon.
Throwing is not my specialty.
You toss it, and did you use strength? You can use strength.
Yeah, I used my strength.
You
I rolled a lot. Just got 2 hits.
like it's in a wide open space. It can't dodge. You wing it. You all pass out and go unconscious for 1 hour. I'm not gonna make this all do like resist rolls and everything because this is the tail end of the scenario and it's not gonna kill any of you.
And most of us aren't gonna make it anyways.
You pass out for 1 hour. It's like half crushed, but you can still feel it awake. It's active. It needs more to destroy it.
And this is the only way to destroy it, right?
Nana gets
That
over
we
that.
know of?
Well, I can
Bach
shoot
gets over
it
Nana.
and,
Nana, remember, we can't beat it. We have to figure out a way to deal with these. Oh, man.
Can't you melt it? Did we melt the other one down?
I don't remember what we did.
We smushed it.
I thought we
And
just.
then
Well, we
crushed
smushed
it.
You
just
repeatedly
smushed it.
smashed it.
Yeah, that's what I threw.
But I mean, I shot it once. Shot at it, and then
I remember I was trying to.
I thought we melted it. Excuse me, melted it down too.
I can't remember.
Nana crushed it.
It got shot. It got crushed, and I think
I think we melted it
I
down.
think it got melted enough to deform it.
Yep. Yeah, but you got.
I still haven't took the Shadow Pocket talent yet. I felt like I needed a little bit more.
I think that's still coming through the realm.
Huh?
The shadow pocket.
Yeah, well, we don't know what that'll do. That's still probably a bad idea, but...
Yeah. Now that we've kind of have a little bit better understanding of what this thing even is, do we maybe know a way of destroying it without killing everybody?
Yeah, but like... We had to have asked Jeff, how do we destroy these things?
He told you physically destroying them is the quickest way to like break the anchor.
Oh, so it's literally doing what we're doing.
Well, he said the
You-
quickest way. He didn't say.
He didn't say it was. I don't think he really delved into like specifics. It is weird magical energy. You could try like a weird magical energy dispelling effect.
Can I do something like that?
You couldn't dispel it, but you could try to like you could like try to like set up a field of interference with your own magic to like disrupt it enough that it's not going to eat your brains.
Oh, Dragon of the Lake!
Eat this mug.
But would it actually like
What
destroy
happens when
the
the dragon
cup?
fails?
Or no?
I don't think it would destroy it as an anchor, which might not be a bad thing because every time you destroy an anchor, the other anchors get more powerful.
Or even if it did, even if it nullified it enough for us to allow us to destroy an anchor without fucking passing out every time.
I think you could blunt its effect enough that it's not going to affect you guys just from carrying it around.
I will
That's what
attempt.
yeah.
Okay, this would be health plus blood magic plus I think entropy.
Okay.
So the thing is that if you look into it, is one of the way you have to do it. So if we filled it where we can't look into it,
The first one was weaker, so you could approach it closer before you were affected.
okay.
It wasn't necessarily looking into it that did
Oh,
anything.
okay.
Just being near it.
Okay.
I like the idea though. Fill it with lead or something.
So that the words inside didn't.
Yeah.
And then if you brought them all together, it gets worse too.
I mean, lead has deadening properties.
I was just gonna say, out of game, is there any kind of materials that we can use to like block magic?
Yes.
There you go.
9.
Case the thing in lead.
Yeah. And bury it in the lake.
You got 9 hits. The chalice got 2 hits. You have successfully disrupted its energy field enough that it can't reach out and grab you. You don't know if that'll for certain protect everybody that's near it, but you guys at least right now are inoculated.
Okay.
Woo!
Well, it's not gonna immediately kill us.
Hey, good job, Laura.
We still need to do something with it.
Nana picks up another rock.
Maybe not that.
Well, that just makes the other one stronger.
Yeah.
But you said too, bringing them all together made them stronger too, wasn't it? Like if we brought them all.
Well, you
together.
probably just have to fight all of their effects at once.
I'm trying to remember what exactly I said.
Yeah, but if you can annul the effects of all of them and you
I think the way Jeff phrased it, and I might be misremembering, was that the longer the chalices exist, the more Shirazov can like soak his essence into
Right.
them.
So they get stronger over time.
They get stronger over time, or they get stronger the fewer of them there are. That's kind of how it goes.
So no matter what you do, they just get stronger.
So even though if we brought them all together,
If he's reached his hand through into this world, if there's only one cup, his whole fist is in that cup. If there are 5 cups, so it's the same amount of him that's in the world. It's just distributed more. But as time goes on, he can reach through them further.
so we bury this thing in Potter's pit.
Well,
But it's gonna get stronger regardless.
Yeah, but if it's in the bottom of the pit, who's going to go down there and look at the damn thing?
this is weird.
It draws people
Because
to
like
it,
I'm
though,
bringing
doesn't it?
game mechanics into an in-game conversation. Like, so let me try to roleplay this. I think I can hone my shadow magic skills enough where I can store this somewhere on this plane, but we can store it someplace away from everybody.
But if it
And we
gets
can hide it.
stronger still, just by time.
This is true,
I mean,
but if we have your nulling effects on it, we have it hidden someplace, and it's trapped inside a dimension that somebody can't access immediately.
then
Like,
it wouldn't be on this plane anymore either.
no, because I think it's well,
Because that would make the other one stronger then too, right?
If you're talking about your shadow pockets, mechanically, your shadow pockets are only on this plane when you open them.
so okay, so yeah,
Yeah, but would that make the other one stronger?
maybe.
Not really. I mean, it's on a different. It's still existing.
Yeah,
So
but-
his influence would be in the shadow plane and the material.
My point is we don't know until we try, I guess.
Yeah, but I thought your pocket was only like this big.
I think I have my magic up enough that I can fit a chalice, even if we maybe have to smash it a little bit more.
I mean, we're only unconscious for an hour. It's all right.
Does anybody else have any other ideas? I'm open to them.
The only thing that
Nana
I
once
can
again
think
picks
of
up a rock.
is maybe asking Jeff if there's another way.
The hyenas seem fine. Let's go take them all of them.
Just throw them in the den with them.
And then bust up the portal and so they stuck with them.
That'd be the only thing I could think of. Other than unless we want to just destroy the chalice itself, but then, the other ones are going to be stronger.
We just go to like the mental gym every day and get stronger and stronger.
Buy some more rings.
Yeah,
We all roll up to the
fingers.
next bitches.
You got 10
10
fingers,
rings on our
10
finger.
toes.
Got a nose ring, ear ring.
Just start eating them, just swallow them.
Yeah.
You want to head back to Lakewood?
Yeah, we can for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do we head back with this?
It's mass, so it shouldn't do anything to anybody, right?
You know it's working
It's
for us.
blunted,
Okay.
but you won't find out how well until you've got other people.
Or do we
Oh.
try to bury it here somewhere?
Hide it for now. The problem is how deep you got to bury this thing. How close were you before it started grabbing you?
5 feet. But I'm also... No, it was closer. It was farther than 5 feet, but...
I'm just saying we had to bury it at least 10 feet so nobody could get drawn to it and then remember where it's at.
So with me blunting it a little bit, as long as we don't get close to anybody, maybe it'll be okay.
Yeah. I'm indifferent. I'm up to whatever.
It fucking takes over the animals.
I think we go back to town.
Alright, guys, head back to town. Head back to Lakewood. You leave the cabin area and head back to Lakewood. A lot of blood and gore has been cleaned up in the couple hours you've been gone. The burning pile of bodies has been reduced a little bit in size, though it's still full of ash and like scorched bones. There's actually a couple porch-run businesses open, so you can find some decent leather goods, some nicely carved woodworking if you want. As you move into the center of town, you see Marianne Opal in her antique breastplate with her lumber axe on her shoulder, kind of directing efforts to repair like the town center and whatnot. She sees you guys approaching and motions for someone to bring you guys some bottles of hard cider. And once you get in conversation distance, she says, "Well, new friends, you look a little worse for wear. What'd you find in the woods?"
She's speaking out in public, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can we go to somewhere private?
Yeah, sure. She goes up to the warden's office, kicks down the door, and make yourself at home. She sits down at the desk.
Oh, she's like the warden?
No, the warden was killed when the bloodless attacked.
I see. Okay.
Who's carrying this thing?
Oh, I don't know. I thought you were, but I guess...
That's fine.
I
Yeah.
can try. But...
Carrying a sack on my shadow sack on my back.
Okay.
I go set it in the corner, like as far away
It's
as
in the
like.
corner. You pass by Marianne Opal, and she kind of looks like...
We're getting to it.
No, she's not looking at you. She's like almost like she's got tinnitus in her ear, and she's like...
Oh, like it's affecting her. That's not good.
So what's up? What'd you find in the woods?
Was there always a house on the lake?
There was an old guy that lived on the lake. He's been, I don't know his name, but there's always been that cabin there.
Well, we found the source of where the animals were coming from.
Yeah.
Oh, the cabin?
That guy seems like he was a masked speaker, and he was mutating these animals.
Well, that's fucking weird.
He's
Is he dead?
for about 9 days now,
Okay.
but his experiments are what is roaming the jungle
Okay.
or the forest.
Okay. Alright.
We took care of at least one, wounded 2.
Okay, well that's not that many, but he's the source.
Appeared to be.
Okay, well if the source is gone, the problem should clean itself up eventually.
Right.
And I guess forewarned is forearmed, so now we know that there are all these critters in these woods. I guess it won't be... Alright, I guess that's as much closure as we're going to get to the situation. Unless you guys want to hang out for a couple of weeks and hunt down animals in the woods.
I don't know if we can do that.
Should we tell her about the portal and let her figure out what they want to do with
Oh, we never did anything with the portal, did we?
No.
Oh, that's great.
Still there.
Don't go in the portal.
Can you clarify?
I kind of forgot about
Just
that.
stay away from the cabin for a good long while.
Okay.
Well, we told her about that bear phoenix or bird phoenix, whatever
There's
the hell it was.
Owl bear.
The
Well, there's the
lion.
owl bear. There's the cougar bat.
Do you tell her about the
Hyena man.
hyena man?
Yeah, I think we would.
That's fucking bizarre. What sort of fuckery would lead a man to have a desire to make animals into men?
I think it was a man turned into a hyena.
No, he
No,
was a hyena.
it was a hyena turned into a man.
Was he? That's a,
It sounds like they're as much victims as we are, this crazy fucking mass speaker. I guess if they leave us alone, we'll leave them alone.
I think that was kind of the mutual understanding.
Okay.
So hopefully things will get better from here. They also didn't seem to enjoy the abomination that certain animals possess. The feral ones, they weren't really too keen on
Okay.
leaving be.
Alright.
We did notice fire was pretty effective, though. So maybe just make sure you
Yeah,
have that.
A lot of animals fear fire, so that makes sense.
Have you noticed anybody in town acting strangely lately?
Not really.
Okay, good. So we kind of need leads though.
Is there a metal worker in town?
Yeah. The shop might not be fully up and running, but even if we can... What are you looking for?
Lead.
Lead? I don't... Lakewood is kind of like a hipster, like, arts and crafts town. I think you would be better served talking to Red in Ragridge. She's more of a metal worker, as opposed to like make gilt-edged like metalwork posters and stuff.
Yeah.
I wonder if the
there Gun shop?
I think Lakewood is more like you might find a Bower and a Fletcher more likely. Like there would be guns in town, but I don't think there's a dedicated gunsmithery.
Okay.
Kevin to Clint. Is Blackstone on Carpank?
Yeah. There were giants like long ago. They're all extinct now, for the most part in this continent. I think Nana is probably one of maybe 20 or 30 that are on this continent right now.
So would
But their fortresses still exist. Like goblins in Ogden have found them.
would he be aware of Blackstone? Then?
Yeah. Blackstone is completely immune to magic. Everyone knows that.
Okay. So I agree. Lead's probably a much easier thing to come across than Blackstone. I was just curious for future events. Okay.
Maybe that's why Nana was thinking lead, because he thought knew about Blackstone at some point.
All right. Well, shit. Can we tell her?
DM to players, Blackstone is completely immune to magic. Like any form of magic, like cannot touch it, cannot alter it. It completely absorbs it. So
You need a Juggernaut helmet made out of that.
yeah. Blackstone is extremely rare. It's unbreakable. Like the only time Blackstone is found broken is like where like continents have cracked and like a giant fortress was built in that area, and like the continent cracking or like having an earthquake tore apart the fortress. That's the only time you find broken Blackstone.
Incredibly hard to process.
Incredibly hard to process.
Like we can't. Like we found some Blackstone. Cool. Let's make something out of it. Like no,
Yeah.
doesn't work out.
Doesn't chip, doesn't shatter, doesn't
Melt.
melt.
You can hit people
So
with
even
it
if we
for it.
had Blackstone, it's not like we could put the
You
chalice
would
inside
need,
of it.
you would need to find a pre-made box of Blackstone.
Okay. Which is, not like
Who knows? We just need to find a unlooted giant fortress.
That'd be kind of cool to get some small fragments, put it in the gun.
What are like giant burial rites? would they do for funerary stuff?
Usually it involves sending the deceased down like a lava tube.
I
So they
also-
wouldn't have like mausoleums and stuff.
No, not usually.
Okay.
I would have wanted to make a pyre and burn the remains of that mass speaker, even though he's fucked up.
Okay.
Also, if you can make a box out of chips, all you gotta do is find like flat pieces and build a box and then slide them in, and
just burn the cabin within a minute.
I can figure it out in real
I
life.
don't know, yeah.
So we basically checked on all the major
Yep.
cities at
Yep.
this point.
Yep.
We've found 2 cups, destroyed one.
Destroy one.
We have one in our possession.
Crowbury should be safe. The warden called in greycoats and wardens for support. Lakewood survived its attack through weird confluence of events.
We've removed their chalice threat, or their... Yeah, maybe we head back to Rag Ridge.
That's what I'm thinking. Is we go to Ray Ridge, we can attempt to the lead
Box, yeah.
box type thing.
I think it's worth a shot, yeah.
Well, you don't know what Granny has too, because she's
Grady Dusk might know something more. We've learned a lot since we even talked to her.
So
Now I wasn't thinking about a lead box. He was literally thinking about a brick
Still
of
thinking
lead.
Just pouring lead
Yeah.
over it.
which is
Oh,
what
okay.
I
Like, literally-
talking about.
Just drop it in molten lead and let
Yep.
it solidify into a brick of lead.
I just worry if that will hurt the...
yeah, but if we,
We'll
we
find
can,
out.
we can do it too in the middle of nowhere, so it only affects us in the middle of nowhere.
Hey, you got metalworking skills?
No, I meant like destroying it.
I mean, with chaos magic, you could create a pile of lead to dump on it.
I can just make stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like with blood magic using chaos essence, chaos creates matter and energy.
Oh. Well, maybe we can do that.
Or we could take it to Jeff and see what he's got. I mean, he's been
On the road in between
Because what we could do
Lakewood
is
and Rag Ridge.
we could go back to Ray Ridge, at least check in there, kind of give her grain us what we've learned throughout the last week or whatever. And then we still have to go up to that ruined castle, right? Like there was a
Mhm.
bunch of people
Yeah, we
there.
haven't done up there.
Potentially, yeah.
So we could always like sneak back to Jeff potentially if we
I
wanted
just don't
to.
want to take this chalice into a population center.
Well, if I
even if
can
it's
create
masked.
lead, we can
Yeah.
always do that on the road to Rag Ridge.
Did we talk about this? Or dropping the chalices down Pauper's Pit?
I
We did talk about
But
that.
everybody told me I was wrong.
Yes, that is what happened.
I'm not saying you're not, but
I mean, I wanted to go into Popper's Pit, so if I wanted to go down there, somebody else might.
Well, I was just thinking if you put it like you said, liquid
A
lead,
lead
and
brick.
then drop it down there. I don't know how deep. Nobody knows how deep the pit is.
But at that point, somebody might find,
Well-
oh, like a block of lead. Let's use this to make bullets or something.
that's not. What if halfway in between Rag Ridge and Lakewood, we try to have you create
Yeah.
like some molten lead and encase this thing and see if it does anything.
Yeah, I think that's a good attempt. At least
Yeah.
try it.
That way, we're not doing it in the middle of Rag Ridge with the most amount of people that we've been
Yes.
to town with. And
Yes. I'd be cool with trying it.
does that make sense? And then from Rag Ridge, we'll either, if Granny Dust doesn't have any leads for us or anyone there doesn't, then we can make our way to the ruined castle.
Yeah.
Maybe with an army from Rag Ridge.
Well, we still got that other mine to go to too. That where
Which
that
one?
guy wanted. The guy I stole his gun from way up, right there.
Oh, the
Smudge
Smudge Hill. Yeah, there's probably something going on in Smudge Hill too.
It's an active coal mine.
But they really didn't want us to go there, right?
They really don't want us in that town, period.
Oh, true.
No one. I don't remember telling you guys that nobody wanted you to go to the mine. I think I said don't go to the mine.
Okay.
DM to players just because I didn't
Okay.
want to deal with another environment.
Well, maybe we'll make you do that.
Okay.
Well, we still got the Ruin Castle because why?
Oh, Cheers Off is getting stronger. His whole foot's in the world now.
Yeah, because we gotta find that one dude that helped us out too. The
Guy with the dynamite.
yeah.
Did we ever find a chalice or anything in Crooked Ridge?
No,
We just found destroyed town.
it's destroyed town.
Seems like the towns that don't get destroyed still have their chalices. But ones that are destroyed, the chalice is gone.
Well, no, because that's
Every
But
time
we
we
found-
found a chalice, there's the town's still there.
We're on our way back to Ragridge. We're
Yes.
discussing.
Yes.
Yeah, I think right. Nobody's in disagreement with that.
no.
No,
I'm not
it's fine.
disagreeing. No,
Okay, you're on your way back to Ragridge.
I mean, because that's the only way to go. We know that one town is destroyed, so Crooked Ridge. So
Do we want to try this lead thing? This
Yeah, but I
session?
want to get to where a spot where it's pretty not populated on the road.
Oh,
like
yeah.
no traveler type thing. When I attempt that.
You can try this repeatedly. There's no time constraint or anything. You dump a bunch of molten lead on it with your magic. It solidifies and hardens around it. It's now twice as heavy.
I'm not carrying it anymore. Sorry, Nana. It's all you, buddy.
It is quieter. It's quieter. It's picking and prodding at you guys a little less.
Okay.
I think you've done enough that it would drop the difficulty to resistant back down to 2.
Okay.
In a situation where it starts to affect you. I don't know how that would arise. You can't see it. You can't touch it. It's in a big molten
but
block.
it's not destroyed enough to increase the other ones.
Right.
It's
So
it's
when we-
neutralized.
When we poured molten lead on it, it did not do the boom thing.
No. I think the boiling point of lead and gold is comparable because they're both soft metals with low melting points. But I don't think like pouring molten metal on top of it would be enough to like melt it.
Okay. Cool. That was a good idea. Then. Good job, Nana.
Yes.
No, that just. Hopefully next time we have enough time when we. Oh, there it is over there.
That's that giant's blood in him.
Alright, so someone's gotta carry the damn thing though.
We got around Mount, so.
Yeah, gold.
The boar is just dragging a chunk of lead behind it.
Fine.
Normal gold will melt at 1945 Fahrenheit, while lead melts at 621.
Okay, yeah.
I guess we can go to Reg Ridge and check in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes you. You guys would probably have to rest for the night, but it's about a 12-hour trip back to Ragridge. So it would be the 4th.
May the 4th be with you.
And I think that's where we're going to end it.
Okay.
But as you approach Ragridge, it looks fairly normal, like nothing's on fire or anything.
Well, that's good.
Well, here we come, bringing the fire.
And I think that is where we will end the session. The
All
cabin
right.
in the woods by the lake.
I have a feeling we got.